All right. You guys ready? I have literally been scrambling for 75 minutes straight. Didn't even have time to answer my text. All right, I think I've done all the checks. We're gonna have a show, whether I like it or not. All right, it's time for a show. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Let's pod this down. I'm giving you the step-by-step, play-by-play commentary. It's okay. Don't worry. And then I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna mute that, and then that way, when we segue over, it is seamless. You know, if you treat it professionally, others will treat it professionally too. All right, boys, you guys ready for an intro? It's time to do an intro. Action-packed. Here we go. Easy breezy. It's time. Oh, where's my scene? There it is. All right, you guys need an intro.
Of course.
How do, ladies and jerks? It is I, your boy, 6 2/3, back here again with another iteration of Outside the Lens. Good to see you. Glad that you could be here. You guys struggled and survived through my 75 seconds of my now starting soon screen. And now we have started. And we're gonna get right off on it. I'll let you guys know what OTL is. For those uninitiated, Outside the Lens is box art, magazine ads, market prices, commercials, short play, and then a hazy Florida redneck stoner review. Emphasis on hazy stoner redneck Florida. The review part, that's optional. We don't necessarily need it. So, all right, we're doing the customary bit. We have started the stream. It's time to catch up on chat for the next 23 minutes, and then we will actually get into the meat of the matter, the spuds and puds. We got a couple of puds and a couple of spuds in chat already. Freddy Dingo getting his peppercorn, redeeming it. Have y'all tried peppercorns? Carison also getting her peppercorn, stuffing them both into their fanny packs. We love to see it. We love to see it. However, both of you have too many. Too many. Freddie, you got 91 peppercorns in your fanny pack. Harrison, you have 126 peppercorns in your fanny pack. We need to grind you down. That's too many. It's time to grind you down. Have you been thoroughly ground down? Do you guys feel ground down? You guys are dribbling a little bit. You're dribbling a little bit. I can see it in chat. There it is. There it is. You guys are dribbling. It's all over the place. Get your lives together. Get it together, people. Garrison, I feel better. Well, good. You should. You need to feel better out of anybody else. You need to feel better. Frederick Dango going live when I'm at my kid's swimming lesson. Perfect timing. I can't tell if you're being literal or not, Freddie, because as kids swimming lessons, it's kind of boring. You know, you just sit on the sides and you're just like, I see you. All right. All right. Meanwhile, your child is like, I'm drowning. And you're like, you'll figure it out. Dog pedal. Dog paddle. Or you can do like we did on the last Outside the Lens, Saint Sword. You do the tippy tappy patties, you know, you'll be fine. You'd be fine. He did it with a suit of armor. So, you know. How did you guys learn how to swim? Like, were you guys taught the Florida way, which is like literally fling your 4 to 5, 6-year-old child into the deep end and let them figure it out? Because that's how I was taught. No instructions whatsoever. It was just kind of like, don't breathe in the water, son. Harrison, swim faster is usually good advice. Usually. Like, I have seen some kids and adults for that matter where they just they can't coordinate the left side of their brain to the right side of their brain, and they're just flailing around like a pail of disembodied limbs. Like, Harrison thrown into a pool without swimmies, it is the way. Apparently so. It seems like bordering on abuse. You would think it would traumatize children, you know? Like, but and some of them it does. It definitely does. Harrison, the original sink or swim. That is true. We got a Jack Little. How we doing, Jack? You are first. You are the first to type exclamation mark first. So that makes you the first, Jack. I mean, it's technically true. Jack, how did you learn how to swim? I don't mean to blow you out in case like you don't know how to swim, but you know, we're an all swimming anecdote channel, you know. Jack getting his peppercorns into his fanny pack. Have y'all tried peppercorns? I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know. Jack, you dropped one. I'll pick it up for you. Don't worry. Harrison with his real boy arms and legs. I hope. I would love to see. Jack the puppet doing a swim. Like it may or may not be one of me and Harrison's favorite things to watch the actual puppet, you know, do body movements. Hilarious. Makes us laugh all the time. Jack, I was practically born swimming. Couldn't be kept out of the water. Me and you both, brother. Me and you both. Like, you could not. I was a pool boy through and through. You know, the chlorine, it's in the blood. And once it's in there, it gets rid of all the COVID. That's what our president said. If we could just get the bleach inside of the body, it will kill all the COVID. You know. And Jack, well, since the puppetitis took hold, I'm basically dry clean only. What is that? The old Mitch Hedberg joke? Like, it's dry clean only, therefore it is dirty. I have a pea coat that I've owned for like 4 years. I have dry cleaned it once, so I'm pretty sure that thing is filthy. So it looks good. It smells good. It has a fine patina of cologne that I've slathered it on over the years. It smells good. Even to this day, it smells good. So it might be filthy. Who knows? Frederick has deemed me the filth wizard, and I'm taking up that helm. Jack injected somehow. Maybe UV lights. Maybe UV lights UV is kind of a way to do pool sanitization. I don't trust it. Like, I don't know the science. I read about it when I was taking my pool boy courses, when I was going to pool college.
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Mushroom! Subscribing again? You haven't had your fill, brother? 12 months in a row, you came back for this? Wow. Shroom, 6 2/3. It's 2 separate measurements. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the sub, Shroomy. I appreciate you, brother. I am gainfully unemployed, boys, so please, by all means, give me all your money. All of it. You know. Like, thank you for subbing, Shroom. Sucker. Fell for it. Jonathan, getting your daily peppercorn. Stuff it down into your fanny pack, Johnny. John, you got too many. You got 96. Holy God, we're grinding you down, John.
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Oh, God, John, you dropped a couple. John, you dropped a couple. Pick those up. Stuff them back in there. Harrison, you too? Ed too, Harrison? Subscribe for 15 months? What is wrong with you people? Do you guys ever get tired of me being belligerent and screaming at you? I go out of my way to make sure that my mic equalizes when I scream, just because I do scream at you guys. Harrison, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. All of the money goes right back into the stream. That's what all of us streamers say. In reality, I'm just paying for gacha games on mobile, and then it goes back into the stream. After my power bill, after my car insurance, after buying $23 in Reese cups, then it goes back into the stream. I appreciate you, Karrison, for subbing again, 15 months in a row. Sucker, you're the biggest sucker. Because you fell for it on stream and off stream. Woof, woof. Lord Armor getting his daily peppercorn. Have y'all tried pepper cards? Armor has, and he's back again. He's stuffing them into his fanny pack. Armor, you got too many. You got too many, Armor. Armor, you dropped a couple. Pick them up. Pick them up, Armor. Clean as you go. Clean as you go. Get your centaur hooves and stomp them flat. Crush them. Like... Jack's slightly above average. That's me. That's me. That's how I like to describe myself. You know, a mediocre time. Who would want to ruin a mediocre time? You know, Shroom. I've reached the point where someone literally told me they were honored to flip through one of my Magic decks yesterday. No shit, brother. That is. I mean, I rib and make jokes, but like, if you can impress a Commander player, somebody who plays Commander in Magic the Gathering, to want to like rifle through your decks, that is kind of that is like an honor of commendation, or a commendation of honor, one or the other. It is for the nerds. Armor, rise and grind, baby. That's right. At 1 p.m. 1 p.m. We're figuring out what day and what time to make the new schedule. So for the next couple of weeks, Outside the Lens is going to be kind of loosey-goosey. It's going to be all over the place. The Bro Down will still be at Sunday, 8 a.m. because my brother sucks and his schedule sucks even worse. And so that has to stay where it is. But we're going to hammer out a schedule in the next upcoming weeks. Probably the beginning of the new year is when we'll have the new schedule. So Armor, you've streamed 70 times? I've streamed longer than that. Armor, you are a 70 stream streak? Holy shit, brother. I didn't realize you had so many. Wow. God damn, Armor. Fool. Jack, hey, if you're better than mediocre, then you've got nowhere to go but down. That's what I used to say. It's also my dating strategy. Karrison understands it because I used it on her. You bring them down really, really, really low so you can gradually rise them up to mediocre, you know? And then you can just over deliver all day long. Like, that's how you sell the sizzle. Good afternoon, Miss Dolly Belladonna. How are we doing? We're doing pretty good over here. Like, Shroom, it is a $4,000-ish Commander deck. Holy shit. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And that's not CDH, right? That's just regular EDH. Like, Jack, now does Pinbot relate to the real world Williams pinball table? It does, my friend. It does. I knew that would get Jack. I knew that would ensnare him. It may or may not be in the notes, but you are correct. Like, it is a port of the real life arcade cabinet, and we'll see if it holds up. I've never played the real life arcade cabinet, but we'll find out. We'll find out together. And I also have a tiny little rant, a tiny little tangent in the middle of those notes, but we'll get to that soon. All right, I'm gonna catch up on chat, and then we're gonna get into the meat of it, bros. We are 15 minutes, so we're actually early, because it's customary to do 20 minutes of banter and patter and back and forth, you know? Like, Dolly, not too bad, just disputing my gameplay for YouTube as it's been copyrighted on a few of my videos. Which game? Which game? The YouTube fucking hits me with the copyrights all the time, and I never care about it because I'm just like, I ain't never gonna make money on this YouTube account. Not yet. Not yet. Not in its current iteration. Right now it's just an archives depository. I just drop all of my old streams on there, which you can find it, I think, right? Did I forget to change this? Okay, no, I did change it. Okay, I got rid of the archives part of it. So I don't think I'm gonna keep it as archives. I think I'm just gonna use it as my one. I was told to not have like the archives of your streams also with original content. You're supposed to split the streams, you're supposed to split the content or split the accounts. But I don't know. I'm kind of lazy, so I'm the most diligently laborious lazy on Twitch Because literally it was 75 minutes of me setting all this up right before I got on stream. And I have to do that every single time I get on stream. We're very regimented. We want to make sure that the stream works. I don't want to be like one of these streamers that streams literally, you know, for an hour and 10 minutes before realizing that their fucking sound audio is this goddamn loud. You know, like I don't want to do that to people. Like I'll do it in spurts, like I just did right now, to scream at you guys to see if you're awake. But outside of that, I don't want the whole stream to be like that, you know? I care. I care about the content that I put out. Shroom, nope, not competitive, just almost completely foiled because there are not foil original duels. Ooh, holy shit. You're running the Pringles? You're running the Pringles? Man, Magic just completely fucking killed all worth and purpose for foils, man. I used to get so excited about foils, and now I could give a shit less about foils, man. Jack, I've only played Mrs. Pinbot, where it's basically Pinbot and a bow. She's gotta be styling and profiling, you know? Carrison, I thought you hadn't played Pinbot for the NES either. I haven't. Me and Jack were talking about the Pinbot is a port of the original arcade pinball machine. Like, I've never played it. I was looking it up on the notes for the research. Dolly, Prim, Alice Madness Returns, and Ant Stream. I don't know any of those games. I kind of know the Alice series, kind of. Dolly, yeah, I'm using it as an archive, not using it for money. Yeah, me too. I mean, let's be realistic. We can have pipe dreams, but you know, just make sure to smoke out of the pipe. Jack, truly though, I've only played the machine, Bride of Pinbot. Are you for real? Is that a real game? Is that a real arcade cabinet? Like, I mean, that sounds legit. I love IRL pinball. Like, I love everything about it. Like, Jack, how they resisted a boob-based multi-ball is beyond me. Me too. We may or may not have something to say about fembots and boobs later. Karsten thought so. That's why someone redeemed it. Correct. Also because you love pinball. You know what you were doing. You're helping the streamer. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Arbor drowned predictably when achieving their lifelong dream of having a swimming pool full of Italian shaky cheese. Do no parm, guys. Do no parm. Armor's dead now. We hardly knew ye. You drowned in the sawdust, brother. Jack, yeah, they simmed it so you can play it on your personal computer. Ooh. Well, I know somebody that I will be Discord messaging after the show. Garrison, that one deserves the door. Oh, well, thank you. How dare you? How dare you give me that door? Thank you for the door. How dare you? No. Yes. No. Dolly, don't like parm. Tastes and smells like feet. It do got a little stank on it. But I kind of like stinky cheese. Like, I feel like the stinkier, the better, you know, because it does correspond with the taste. It's a very robust flavor, but it do be smelling a little like feet. I can understand that. All right, well, what I can understand, should we do a TPC? Yes, you are correct. Yes, ma'am. That's where we're going next, boys. We got to start this show off on the right foot, the stinky Parmesan foot. And in order to do that, I have to figure out where my OTL source is. There it is, get rid of it. In order to do that, boys, we're gonna start off with a prediction. We're starting off with the Peppercorn Casino. We're doing it for Pinbot. You guys ready? It's time. Let's do it now. There it is, boys. Karrison has opened the Peppercorn Casino. If you think that I will think that Pinbot is a good, mid, or bad game, now is the time to predict accordingly. It's a prediction. We've thrown a fancy little segment in there, a transition, but it's just a prediction. Go down to your redeem section, interact with the Peppercorn Casino. You don't have to bet 10. That's for poros. You guys are rich and wealthy in spirit and wallets. I've seen your bank accounts. I've seen one of them. That's for sure. Push it all in, boys. Push all your peppercorns in there. The more you gamble, the more you could potentially win. Spin, spin, spin to win, win, win. That's it. Until I figure out a means with which we can actually literally gamble, this is as close as we're gonna get. So, there it is. We did the shill. We have done the shill. The prediction is open, boys. You guys can interact if you want. You don't have to. I'll do it without you. Dolly Belladonna getting her daily peppercorn. Wes getting his daily peppercorn. Have you all tried peppercorns? Because now's the day. Wes, I am a poro. I am too. I'm gainfully unemployed. The only money that is coming in right now is from class action lawsuits and whatever money that you guys deign on me, whatever money you guys give me here and there. So, like, hint, hint, hashtag send bits. Shroom, I don't like gambling with real money. I love gambling with real money. I love it so much I have to stay away from it. So, you know, I might be gambling on Christmas. Speaking of gambling on Christmas, boys, we got to go to our first one. Remember what I said at the beginning, what OTL is? Well, that's what we're doing. It's time for box art. We got to get a box art on board. Box art. There it is, boys. We did it. We did the thing. We did the segment. We did the transition. We're in the box art section. We're gonna talk about box art. There it is. Our first game on the dais. It was redeemed to us by a Miss Carasson 4 Quattro. That's her. Like, this is her game. She has redeemed it. I have never played pinball before. I've never even heard of pinball before. The only pinball game that I had ever heard of for the regular Nintendo, the NES, was Pinball. And we did play it on stream, and it wasn't so great. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't so great. Let's see if pinball can be better. But before we can go into that, we have to talk about the box art. And here on Outside the Lens, when I talk about box art, I usually grade it on 2 criteria that I plucked directly out of my square anus. The first one being, looking at this box art, do we see any verbs? We got any verbs on this box art? Where's the action? And the second criteria is, looking at this box art, does it encapsulate what the gameplay experience will be like? That's my criteria. It's completely made up. It's not scientific, but it works. It works for what I needed to do. So, you know. Jack, why did they call them Vagazzles when box art was right there? I am not familiar with the term Vagazzles, but I'll start incorporating it into my lexicon, you know? Jack, I resign. Boys, outside of the metallic gleam and glow that we have on this box art, not oodles and oodles of action here. Not oodles and oodles of action. Like, I mean, we have next to zero action, really. We got a rocket ship in the back right doing a barrel roll in the background. That's about it. That's about it. Unless you want to count what is it? Intergalactic rotation, which technically, you know, you can't see it because the planets, you know, they move at such a I wouldn't say like infinitesimal rate, because they're actually moving at like several hundred thousands of miles an hour or whatever, but you can't see it from here, you know? Space is so big. So I don't count that as action. This box art doesn't necessarily scream gameplay encapsulation either. Remove the pinbot and the pinball reference and you'd never know this is a pinball game. That being said, all that being said, this is a pass for me. Like, I think this box art actually kind of rips. Like, it's gonna get a pass based on rule of cool. Because we have brightly vibrant color work here. The entire box art itself looks like fairly unique compared to other NES box arts at the time. It has a definable quasi 70s appeal to it, you know, blasted by Technicolor and old-timey county fair arcade aesthetics. I like it. I even enjoy the font, to be honest with you. The circuitry lettering, that's a notable trait. I like it. I dig this box art. I think it rips. I think it slaps. Like, so I'm gonna give it a pass. Like, if I was a child, which I once was, allegedly, if I was a child, I would pick this up from my rental store based on what I saw on the front of the box. At least I would have picked it up to look at the back of it, you know? It would have ensnared me enough to pick it off the shelf and look at it, you know? And so, I think it rips. I think this box art's good. I'm like, Jack, I'd really have to resign if I said what I call them. Safe to say it's a pun on constellations, though. Okay. Dolly looks like a vinyl from the 70s. It does. It does look like a vinyl. Kerosene, rotation did rank first. It did. It did. The Brits, they love rotation. You know? Jack, the box art is weirdly reminiscent of Metal Mickey. Yeah, I see it now. Just like... I never noticed until right now, there are astronauts in the forehead. They're hanging out in the forehead. And then there's also NASA across the arm. They were looking to get their product placement in, you know? Dolly just needs lasers. Just add lasers. Kerosene, the font slaps. I agree. I kind of love the font. Like it's got like little bits, little circuitries. I love it. Get some soldering irons in there. Love it. West certified font enjoyer. That you know it. I love myself a good font. I love myself a good wingdings. You know. Like Jack. Ah yes, Pinbot is huge. Jack, we're not shaming body types here today. We're not shaming body types. I don't want you to get canceled. Jack will be streaming later today. Kerosene, someone has to pilot that robo ship, and it might as well be me. And that's what we're doing right now. Jack didn't say huge was bad. I know. I'm just ribbing you, Jack. I couldn't think of anything to say to what you said at that point, so I was like, all right, let me just twist the words. Let me just use it against him. That's how we do here. We are an official puckish ribber, you know? Like, Jack gets it. He's the showbiz man. He knows what it's about. Boys, now that we've looked at the front of this box art, let's take a look at the back of this box art. Jack, well, my mother always says, if you can't say something nice, just say anything. The back of the box art, a little on the generic side. Granted, you know, old NES games during this time, they were a little on the generic side in the back. Thank God they didn't have the Super Nintendo formula, you know? Like, we're using a lot of text and a blank monocolored background here. The text is describing Pinbot as an evil entity that's going to stuff you in a locker. And I kind of just wish that they'd apply that image behind all of this. That would have been better than this royal blue / purple, you know? And I know, generally speaking, it's not the easiest with which to sell the sizzle, you know, for a pinball game through the medium of words. I get that. I understand. And especially let alone a home console port of an OG pinball cabinet game. But I feel like we could have done just a skosh more here, you know, just a skosh. I also rate, right in the first sentence. I find it hilarious, privately find it hilarious. I privately find it hilarious, and thereby I am publicly making it known, that they're still referring to console games of the era as video. You know? If you think arcade pinball is fun, wait till you try video pinbot. You know? It's just a relic of the times. It's just a relic of the times. So not the best, not the worst. Serviceable. Dolly, you're correct. Very vanilla. Yeah. They ain't even got the beans in it to crunch on, you know. Rachel, I was gonna say good morning. I'm so used to streaming in the mornings. Good afternoon, Rachel. How are you doing? How goes your day? We're all relics now. I myself definitely am. My day is going pretty good. I was excited to stream. I feel like it'll be a good stream. I got good energy. I'm on a good mixture today, you know? Like, there's a lot of things to be happy with in life, you know? There are gratitudes and things to be happy with all around me. And I feel like I'm doing the things. I'm trying to make the streaming career or the online digital creator thing. We're in the first beginning baby steps, you know? We need baby steps. Like, we gotta crawl before we can writhe, you know? So like I'm having a good day. I was scrambling like crazy to get the stream ready, but you know, that's me before every fucking stream, really. Like, bada bing. Shroom, say it happier and with your mouth more open. I am. Karazin, hey buddy, you're doing great. Well, thank you. That's what I tell myself in the bathroom when I take a piss break in the middle of a stream. I'm just like, just have fun. Just have fun. I say it, I whisper it though, because I don't want you guys to hear it. So I'm just like, just have fun. You're doing great. You're doing great. Just keep doing fucking great. This is all just reps. It's all just reps. You know, even if you bomb, even if the whole fucking stream sucks, it doesn't matter because you could just go back and clip something out of it or edit it down and make it look way better than it did. All the people that were there, they're not going to remember. They're not going to remember. You're not the center of everybody else's world. You're the main character in your life and your life only, you know? That's kind of what I tell myself during stream, you know? Rachel, I'm done with work in 2 hours, but I wanted to pop in and say, hey. Well, how you doing, Rachel? How you doing? Karazin, I'll remember. That's true. Well, I may or may not have written down some things regarding that. You definitely, yes, that's true. You're the stream manager, though. You're supposed to know these things, you know? Armor, just have fun. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. I hope you guys will have fun, too. Like, Shroom, do you sit or stand when you hurl a stream? I sit. I heard all that madness during Yoey's stream the other day, and I was like, They don't understand, Shroom. They don't understand the beauty and splendor that comes from having a good sit, you know? Speaking of a good sit, we have a comparison here. Now, as Jack brought up and I vaguely mentioned in passing, this game that we're going to play, Pinbot, is a port of the original arcade cabinet, the pinball cabinet. There is an original arcade cabinet out there named Pinbot. And so here's a comparison. Obviously on the left, we have the NES version. Pretty faithful replication, all told, outside of the hideous Game Boy Color palette, at least in this shot, you know, like not bad, not bad. And we'll continue. I'll give you some more things to reference it to. Here it is in all of its splendor and grace and beauty and form. And look, I mean, in terms of like, if I'm walking into an arcade and I saw this arcade cabinet hanging around, I would fucking give it a whirl, you know? Like, again, from what we've seen from the NES box art, the marquee headboard screams 80s pinball cabinet. But it's a style and flair, engaging and inviting, all in its own, you know? I think it rips. Big fan. Big fan. Hopefully they converted and brought some of that over into the actual console port. Shroom, I understand. Sometimes I just need to like zone out at work for a couple minutes. Yeah, brother, I'm the same way. Because that's what I'm doing when I'm on the throne, even when I'm just taking a piss. I'm usually just texting Karazin. That's when she gets all my texts. It's like when I'm taking a squee-wee, you know? And I'm just making sure that by the time I am 48 years old, we will never recover from any of our fucking hemorrhoids, you know? Boys, we're going on. We're still talking about trivia. This comes straight from the game, as mentioned. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me move this over real quick. I'm not totally sure who this exact fembot is, but she is in Pinbot somewhere. And to me, she's looking very reminiscent of mid-90s HBO Perversions of Science, the short-lived spin-off show for Tales from the Crypt. For the youths in the audience, it was Black Mirror long before Black Mirror. Obviously, here, Pinbot predates Perversions by a very, very healthy clip. The the fembot that I am referencing is seen here. Her name is Chrome, and she comes from Perversions of Science. And I may or may not have a supplementary material in just a second. You know, let me just get through this. Chrome, seen here on the bottom, was full bore 90s sexual innuendo. Raw and unapologetic. oftentimes citing that any kind of sexual tryst with her would result in your certain death. But a sexually ecstatic death, nonetheless, you know? I mean, if you're gonna go out, might as well have one more good one, you know? Like right before you go, you know? Like, we do have a supplementary material for this. I just want to show you guys. It doesn't really necessarily have anything to do with Pinbot per se, other than the fact that the Fembot inside of Pinbot looks vaguely reminiscent of Chrome. But I want to show you guys this, you know? Like, I want you guys to see it. So we're gonna pod this up real quick. Oh, let me dox myself live on stream. Okay, let me put that down for a second. All right, you guys, I want to show you something real quick. It's only like 2 minutes, so, and I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. You know, don't be afraid. I'll hold your hand the whole time. All right, come over here. No, don't look at that. Don't look at that. There we go. We're gonna watch this real quick, just real quick. Again, remember, this is a Tales from the Crypt spinoff, so you're gonna get that kind of, you know, vibe from the intro. It's pure 90s. Even down to like the Nightmare Before Christmas farty horns. Sex? Oh, look at this, boys. There she is, in all of her glory and splendor. We got Chrome, and of course, couldn't be the 90s without that, you know?
Perversions of science.
Gotta have a little sexy moan, and that's, I mean, I guess that's supposed to be a boob, but it kind of looks like a lemon to me, you know. Just me speaking, you know, me personally. Jack, you never know what kind of tangent you're gonna get here on Mix Me a Few Turds. Like, all right, let me bring that back in so I can disguise our boobs perverse. Americans have definitely made them that, so like, which is so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, we still clutch our fucking pearls if we see somebody, you know, like breastfeeding in public, you know. We get, oh, you know, it's fucking ridiculous. It's stupid. Rachel, okay, going back into the office now. Talk to you later. Sayonara. Bye-bye now. Au revoir. Like, Shroom, if it doesn't sound like you're pissed getting a pint from a keg, you're pissing wrong. I agree. I agree. It's good when it's got lumps in it. That's what I've been told. Rachel, was this intro also by Danny Elfman? It sounds like it was. It does have some Danny Elfman like reminiscence. Like it reminds me of you know, early Oingo Boingo. You know. That's what you know. All right, moving on, boys. Moving on. So we were talking about fembots. Of course, we got to talk more about fembots. You know. And again, you know, it's all over everything. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a nerd like some of you to understand the appeal and the lore behind fembots. We've had them around. So Perversions of Science did not, of course, invent the trope behind sexy fembot. For those who even have like a passing casual interest in science fiction, I try not to say sci-fi because sci-fi really pisses off science fiction writers. They hate the term sci-fi. Men and male writers / artists have been wanting to fuck woman-shaped machines all the way back in the 40s and 50s. Even modern day films, like seen here at the bottom, Ex Machina, play into the trope. Although in the film, the sexual undertones are kind of downplayed and coalesced into a kind of like uncanny valley, dark love angle, you know, so. Yeah, we've been wanting to bang machines for a very long time, boys. It's where we're going. It's only a matter of time. It's inevitable, you know. Jack, not at all objectifying women. Not at all an entire genre of SF horror that basically involves a sexual object gaining sentience and demanding equity. No subtext here. Please move along. No, not at all. Not at all. Like, none of that. None of that occurs, you know? Like, which is just hilarious to me. I have thought, you know, like, if there were fembots, like, would they have like, you know, obviously they would have a vaginal canal because if they're adhering to the, you know, the male creator perverse wanting, they have to have a vaginal canal. But would they have a butthole? You know, like, I guess if they're still coinciding with it, you know, if they're still coinciding with the lecherous, you know, kind of aspirations there, then maybe, but otherwise, you know, putting in an output source, an exhaust hole, you know, a port, like it seems kind of like. Carrison, we're moving on. Of course you have this question. Well, yeah, I was wondering it when I was doing this, you know. This isn't just edgy streamer being edgy, you know. Jack, I recommend the SNL American Doll XL stretch. I haven't seen that one, but I'll take a look at it. Carrison, where's the porthole? I know, where? And while you're looking for that porthole, if you find it, let me know. But while you're looking for that porthole, boys, we are about to move over to the secondary market. If you see the milk, that means we were talking about fembots. We are a pro milk stream here. Not in that kind of way. I actually do not like drinking cow mucus. But boys, we're gonna move over to our audience participation segment. And that is the SDM, the secondary market. And that is to give you guys a chance, if you want to play, you don't have to. Like, how much milk money is Pinbot for the NES getting on the secondary market? Thank you for the moon blooms and the milky moos. I appreciate you. Just bathe me in a wave of calcium, boys. Like, so list your guesses. SIB prices, complete in box. That's what we're looking for. Box, manual, and game. Like, and who can be closest without going over? We'll find out. We'll find out. We're getting some guesses. Very good. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Dolly, is it a USB? Well, for some of the men out there that look up to, you know, the objectification of females as fembots, it probably is a USB, you know, USB size. Small. Shrinky dink. Like, all right, boys, you guys ready? It's time to transfer. Try and transition over. Let me just do that and do this. It's time. Let's do it. Let's listen to the dulcet serenade of Ted DiBiase. We've made it, boys. We are in the SDM. We're in the secondary market. Let's find out how much Pinbot is going for on the secondary market. I'm trying to reduce the amount of time in which I say secondary market. I feel like I say it a lot during this fucking segment. We got some guesses on board. We got Armor with 25 milks. We got Dolly Belladonna with 66 milks. We got Carrison 4 with 24 milks despite Armor. Ah, golf claps. Golf claps for you, darling. Golf claps. You fucked them over with the Price is Right. I love it. I love it. Let's see who was closest without going over right now. Bada bing. There it is, boys. Loose. Pinbot is going for, Freddie did it. We'll accept Freddie's guess. He got in there right before the end. It's fine. I don't really care. The loose Pinbot is going for $8, which is, that's not bad for just a loose cartridge rolling around the bottom of a Meemaw's bargain bin box. I appreciate that. Complete SIB, that's the price we're looking for. 25 milks. Uh-oh. Brand spanking new, covered and smothered in the cellophane, $155. Graded, not that much more. Pay $15, get it graded. Might as well. If you're just gonna stick it on your wall or stick it on your shelf and just look at it and never fucking do anything with it, you might as well pay the extra $15. Maybe it'll appreciate in price, you know? It's $170 for graded, not bad. Box only, just the box, $16. Manual only, just the manual, $4. Who was closest without going over? We have a winner. I don't have to go through them. I don't have to go through them. Armor is our winner today, right on the milk money. Good job, congratulations, Armor. Carve your double U into your arm because you were our winner today on the SDM. What are you giving ellipses for, Carson? Did I read it wrong? You spited him, but we rounded up. He didn't go over? No, he said 25. Like, he said 25. Complete is 25. We round up. Like if it is below 50 cents, we round down. If it is over 50 cents, we round up. 24 is closer, but fine. No, Armor wins. Armor wins. Carson's sassy today. We gotta spread the wins around. You've won the secondary market like a billion times by just fucking around. Like throws in 46, wins every single time. Frederick, I just got back. Did I miss Action 52? You did not, Freddy. We're not doing Action 52. We will. That has been discussed as like kind of like maybe a special stream. Like I'll just play all of the games on Action 52 and give them like, you know, off the cuff reviews. Like I will do it someday, but not today. Not today. No. Carson Armor deserves the milk point. He does deserve the milky double U. Like W, like W, like that's right, Armor. Give Carson, get fished. Like by all means. All right, you guys ready to play a game? I'm ready to play a game if you guys are. I'm ready to play a game. All right, let me just pause this and we're gonna transfer over like so. There that is. We did that. That's correct. And then we gotta bring this up, come over here. And then, I mean my original hardware, boys. We're playing this on original hardware. Oops, I already have that open. All right, come over here, do this, and boot this up real quick, and then come over here, and then do this, and then boot this up real quick. I have to do this on the fly, and it's not a big deal. Like it's, you know, it doesn't matter if I have to do it on the fly, but I have to do it on the fly. So, all right, there we go. We got it. Okay, cool. Do we have the parameters? Is it, hold on one second, guys. I need to do parameters. Is it giving me the curvature? It is. I fucking hate the curvature. I understand why it's in there, but I don't like the curvature. So I have to round out the curvature. All right, boys, just like always, if there is an intro, I'm gonna shut up and let it play. The patent is still pending. It doesn't look like we get an intro. We're going straight to the title screen. This music kind of rips. Low-key rips. I like it. So far, at least. I was looking in the notes. Armor, I dig the music. I do too. And there's good reason to dig the music, Armor. This was developed by Rare. And the composer is David Wise. I never knew David Wise did this game. Same guy who did Donkey Kong Country, same guy who did Snake Rattle and Roll, all of the Rare hits. Same composer, David Wise, just bringing it home for everybody, man. Like, I think it rips. All right, boys, you guys ready? Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Okay, that voice sampling is terrible. Oh, okay, they split the screen. Oh, that's interesting. So they keep the flippers down at the bottom of the screen. That's interesting. I kind of like that, actually. That's not bad. Okay, right off the bat, ball physics are good. The ball physics are moving around smoothly. Oh, and we're fucked. In pinball for the NES, the one that we played a couple weeks ago, the ball physics were very floaty. This one, it seems kind of weighted. Seems like they did pretty good on the ball physics. So the sound sampling's a little shit, but you know, they're literally ported it over from an arcade cabinet pinball machine. They're trying their best, you know. I'm gonna shut up for a minute and let the music and the sound effects play. I like the sound comp. Oh, okay. It bounced out of the dead lane. That's strange. Chat, how do you guys feel about pinball in general? Like, did you guys ever play pinball a lot as kids? Okay, we do have a tilt. That's cool. Oh, we don't have a pause button though. There is no pause. Pause is the tilt. I appreciate the fact that they put a tilt in here, you know? Jack, yes! Jack, do you remember the first pinball cabinet that you ever played? Do you remember the what rooked you in? What ensnared you? Like, I was like, I remember mine. I don't remember what it was called though. Like, there was like a man on the front of it, and he was kind of like a mountain man, kind of like Sylvester Stallone from Cliffhanger, like that kind of mountain man. And it was like Appalachians or Mount Everest. Beef might remember, but like, man, our uncle was a dentist, and what's happening? Are we getting multi-ball? Intriguing. Yeah, so our uncle was our granduncle. He was a dentist, so he was loaded. And so he had a stand-up pinball cabinet in his game room. And basically every time we would go over to there would be a family reunion or whatever. You would never see me or Beef because we were in the game room just throwing quarters into this thing. Of course, he would still charge quarters, but we figured out, you know, where the key was, and we would just unlock the key and take quarters out of the reservoir. He was kind of a frugal guy. Oh shit, what's going on now? Chat, I'm in the throws. I'll be right back. I'm coming back. I need to continue hitting the center lane here over and over again. All right, let's see if the trick works. It does. Okay, that's good. The physics, when it gets stuck in the flipper, it gets a little wonky though. Good afternoon, Phil, and how we doing, brother? What's going on in your world, man? My Frederick Dingo, Jack Little was so old, his first pinball table was the first pinball. Freddie, that's so impolite and rude. Like, keep doing it though, it's funny. Jack's a ribber, he understands. He can take it. Jack, I mean, yes, I like the pinball. I think it was a Star Wars themed one at university, but it's clouded by a false memory. So the memory I have is that it was the Empire Strikes Back table, but that's not real. But you know, I mean, Jack, you understand, you're a showbiz man. Like, never let the truth get in the way of a good story, you know? Never allow that to happen. Like, the only thing that I'm kind of a little nitpicky about right now, I'm critical about, is it just seems like the array of physics, like where you hit the ball on the flipper, it doesn't seem like it really corresponds to like a vast multitude of places to, you know, because it's like if you hit the ball from a certain point on the flipper, the ball goes a different route. This one, it seems like there's like 8 presets. It feels like there's 8 presets like currently working, but it's okay. It's not bad. Ball physics are good though. Ball physics feel pretty good. Jack, I remember when the paddles came in. Okay, throw it over there. Come over here. Jack, true. Others of the time include Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula, legit. Addams Family, definitely legit. And Twilight Zone. Ooh, all 3 stout, heavy contenders, brother. Like, we are just, me and Jack, we're just having a stroll through memory lane right now. Me and him both. I mean, we're both the same age, me and Jack. Like, we're both a spry 68 years old, you know? Like, Jack, he keeps it together better than I do, you know? Like, I have to wear a wig in order to maintain the facade of my youth, you know? I'm trying to do something. Well, the good thing is like, they're obviously very generous and lenient about, you know, keeping your ball in action. You know, they haven't programmed it to be completely fucked in the sense that it's just gonna go down the dead lane every single time. And again, I don't know what the hell it's saying there though. That's the only problem is like, it's a little squelchy there. It's kind of hard to ascertain. It's kind of hard to ascertain what exactly the game is telling me right now, but yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay, legit. I wonder if there are any, there's probably not any other boards other than this one. It's like, I imagine this is, what is it saying? I was like, oh, okay, we got multi-ball. Nice, love to see it. And that one's gone already. That's the tragedy of multi-ball. It's like, as soon as you get it, one goes right down the middle. It's a little on the slow side, which I kind of anticipated for an NES pinball game. Like, I anticipated it to be a little on the slow side. You know, there's only so much they can do. We're working with very ancient technology here. I don't like how sometimes the ball, like, literally just, even if you're doing, you know, the strategy of like tuck it inside, it seems like you could see it right there. Like, it seems like there's almost like a magnet to the end of the flipper that's dragging it across, making it jump over the valley here. So, oh, I should have. Oh, see, like, it's weird too. It keeps bouncing out of the dead lane. I don't know if we got something activated right now where. Oh, I love that. Love that little. Oh, we went all the way back. Frederick, the graphics look pretty sweet for 8-bit. Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely. I do applaud it. I do appreciate what I'm seeing here. Let me catch up in chat while we got the ball hanging out here. Jack, there's a really interesting period for me in pinball history where they were getting all the sounds in with limited sound banks. They discovered multi-ball, but didn't have the dot screens. So historically it was Bagatelle? Bagatelle? Is that what pinball was called beforehand? No paddle, so you were just trying to catapult your ball into specific areas or for specific holes to get the biggest score you could. So the first padded tables, hitting the ball was kind of, ooh, you get to keep your ball in play a little longer. Took them ages, I think, to get that brain chemistry right of keeping the ball in play and that almost Chinese box element of unlocking modes and whatnot. Oh no, I know pinball. Well, hell yeah, I love having a resident pinball enthusiast. Because I can tell right away from Jack knowing the history of pinball. I don't know the history of pinball. I'm just a casual derelict fan, you know. But like, it's good having like some history of pinball in chat. Ooh, right down the middle. Oh, we get a little jaunt. Okay, nice. Finally, I was gonna say that was all one ball. I was like, holy shit. Jack, this is just what I've gleaned from Pinball FX and arcade reconstructions. Jack, have you ever wanted to have your own pinball cabinet? Like, what, and if not, what keeps you from it? Knowing that you'd have to constantly tinker at it, like all throughout the year? Or the exorbitant price of pinball cabinets? Because I was just like, God damn, man, I really wanted one. I thought about getting one when I was in the business, but I was just like, this is a lot of money. This is a lot of money. I do feel like my background in small motor repair would probably suit me pretty well with replacing things, though. It seems like there's a lot of soldering, though. I'm not the greatest at soldering. I will burn the piss out of myself, like, multiple times over. But I mean, I have used a solder. I know how to do a solder, but like, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily, you know. Oh, we got a special. Some violent space explosions, some demolition noises. Interesting. The actual table music when you're in the game itself, it's a little lackluster, you know? Like, I wish they had put a little bit more jaunt into the music, but maybe they're just trying to build ambiance and atmosphere, you know? This is supposed to be creepy space robots, you know? I want to see more of the fembot and or pinbot. I would like to see some pinbot. Like, they talk about him on the back of the box art, you know? We haven't really seen him. He hasn't made an appearance, you know? Okay, that was nice. I love that. Jack, space money, and yeah, as we said before, if you want to own a table, you have to learn how to maintain one. Yeah, you gotta be a moonlighting engineer, essentially. This looks like it's playing nice, easy, readable look too. I agree. Like, I'm very impressed so far. Like, I kind of expected it to be really mediocre, but this is only marginally mediocre, you know? Like, kind of like dating me, you know? Just marginally mediocre. Like, answers in chat, if that's accurate. Freddie Dingo, remember when we played Elton John pinball and by sheer coincidence, Crocodile Rock came on the radio in the arcade? Did you guys kiss? Did you guys look deep into each other's eyes? And you were like, this is the moment. The Crocodile Rock is playing, you know? You always have to, and it's not necessarily a romantic thing. You just have to kiss your boys, you know? They're your boys. Boys need kisses, you know? Get a good kiss. Like, bing. Like, Freddie had a mouthful of pepperoni bites, so it was kind of weird, you know? Jack, we stared into each other's eyes and then both kissed Miss Dingo. That's even better. That's even better. Freddie, there may have been some hair stroking. Well, Freddie, you chopped all yours off, brother. You're going for the English Boy Scout look. It looks good on you though. All right, let me put in my name here. We got Sucks, that's me. There it is. Guys, I'm 7th place. That's exactly where I wanted to be. 7th place. Righteous. All right, boys, we're moving on. We did it. We did pinball. Like, I was expecting to die repeatedly. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I'll do a couple tries, but I was just like, they're really generous with not letting you die. So I was like, I feel like we did a sample. We got a sample. Everybody knows what to expect now. There you guys go. Now you know what Pinbot is all about. Carrison, 7th place is fair. I agree. It's you know, there's only one more notch to go, but up, you know, and then you're in 6th place, and that's where all the champions reign, you know. Bada bing, bada bing. Let me come over here. We got Echoing the Echo. There it is. Like, we gotta do a little hazy Florida stoner review. Frederick, when you get to redacted years old, I know the age. Freddie is 28 years old. It's gross. I'm older than him. He's just a poser when he does the whole, you know, 40 retro streamers. He just wants to be part of the cool kids club. He's actually still in his 20s. It's gross. When you get to redacted years old, 28, you are limited in your choice of acceptable hairstyles. That's true. That's why I just bypassed all of it together, Freddie, and I just haven't cut my hair in 6 years. So, Freddie, when are you gonna grow your hair out like this? When are you gonna get this on board? You need to get some of this, Freddie. Like, criteria number 1 for the unspecified amount of time in which I played this game. Was I entertained? Yes, I was. I was dutifully impressed, to be honest with you. Like, I expected, because again, you know, it's just, there are a lot of consoles up until like the PC era. Although there are kind of hit and misses, or there are some exceptions to that rule. Up until the PC era, or really kind of like later PC era, like mid-90s, late 90s, console ports of pinball usually lackluster. And so I went into this thinking that it would be like that. But no, I was impressed. They're again, the sound sampling for the voice sampling, there's only so much you could do with that. It's the Nintendo Entertainment System, you know? There's not gonna be a lot of really good voice sampling, you know? It's sounding like Pinbot is sitting on the audio driver. But everything else, you know, like legit. Colorful, like ball physics were good. Like they kept it schmoving. They give you a lot of generosity with keeping your ball alive. So I was entertained. I would say I was definitely entertained, without a doubt. Criteria number 2, I cannot answer it. I've never played Pinbot until today. Today is the first day I played Pinbot. You guys saw it. We all experienced it together, you know? And now I can go forward and tell people all about Pinbot. Like, it's a fantastic, rapturous 6.5 out of 10, you know? And so I think it's legit. So that being said, let me answer the prediction and then say mid. Is Pinbot for the NES a good game, a mid game, or a bad game? I'm gonna say good. Like, in all reality, if I had to rank this, it would be a 6 out of 10. And for me, 6 out of 10 is good. 734 peppercorns go to Carrison for Choke on Them. Carrison, good. That's the correct answer. That's right. Like, congratulations, Carrison. You redeemed this game. And then you also won the Peppercorn Casino. You're just on fire today, hot stuff. Like, bada bing. Let me catch up on chat. Freddie Dingo, if I had gorgeous curly locks, I'd start growing it out today. Brother, I fought against these locks for years. I used to keep my hair really, really short. Shorter than you keep yours. Because it was just a pain in the ass to deal with them. And then I got to a certain point, and I was just like, fuck it. Like, we're just gonna let them grow. Like, let the madness come out, you know? And the only problem is now is that, like, I need a haircut. I need to get a haircut. I'm not gonna cut it short. I just need to cut off all the dead ends and whatnot. But, like, and I just hate getting a haircut. I hate getting a haircut more than I hate getting my oil changed in my vehicle. I really hate it, man. There's just something about it. Whenever I'm getting a haircut, I just feel like I could be doing literally anything else. I get the same kind of anger and vitriol I get when I'm having to hand wash dishes. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Carrison, yeah, he shaved his head and then bleached it like the real Slim Shady. I did. I was bleaching my hair long before Eminem was popular. And then I had to deal with all the slack jaws who were like, do you really like Eminem? And at the time I did, but I was doing it long before Eminem. I was cool before Eminem was, you know? Hey, how we doing, Jawsome? Dare pinbot to the pinball challenge? Doesn't sound like a complete sentence. No, it doesn't. Jawsome, oh, also, hey, everyone. Everybody say hi to Jawsome. Like, let everybody know that Jawsome's here. We like Jawsome over here. Wholesome streamer. Like, big fan of his streams. Like, Jawsome's also a competent speedrunner, so he does the real streaming. I do not. I just get up here and flap my gums and make bad jokes. And speaking of bad jokes, you guys love that natural segue. We got a door ticket. Jonathan. I've read some pinball reviews. They all seem a little flippant. 'Cause of the flippers. No door for you, Jonathan. Try harder. All right, boys, you guys ready for the next game? We're going on to the next one. We got one. We got two more. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Literally, you weren't supposed to see that. I forgot to take it off that screen. That may be for later. Shh. You guys see how I'm blushing right now? I mean, it's okay if you see it, because it's there for a reason. Carrison, what the heck? It's there for a reason. But, you know, that reason hasn't been redeemed. Freddie, put back, I didn't see it. That reason hasn't been redeemed. I'm sorry, gentlemen. If you want to have a segment based around our super mod, Carrison, what's your name again? I'm sorry, I forgot your name. If you want to have a segment based around our super mod, you need to go to the redeem section. There it is, Freddie got there. There it is. She deserves it. Mm-hmm. You got it, Freddie. You picked up exactly what I was dropping down. Congratulations, Freddie. Now we all get to see Carrison's lovely hourglass form. And it's a really good picture. Her back looks really good. Her lower back looks really good. I don't mean to draw all you coomers' attention to it, but you're gonna do it anyways. Nah, thank you for the 46 bits, Carrison. Many thanks for the shouts. We appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you. And the way I appreciate you is by doing cringe. We gotta redeem. We got cringe on tap. Freddie Dango, redeem cringe on tap. This is the lovely and illustrious Carrison 4. She is known as our super modder. And for those who are unaware, for those who are uninitiated, Carrison 4 is the subject for that redeem, which is cringe on tap. When somebody does cringe on tap, it means I have to say something nice about Carrison. This feels not safe for work? Not really. I mean, basically, you're just wearing, like, you're wearing more than you would be wearing for a swimsuit, you know? Like, look, those are your curves. Wear them. Like, they look good. It coincides with the actual source material, what I'm going to talk about for the cringe. So, I'm sorry if it makes you feel uncomfortable, but you ain't got nothing to feel uncomfortable. You look beautiful. So, Carson, but look at all those Post-it notes. I agree. Look at all those Post-it notes, you know? Like, who wrote those? Carson, true, that's my favorite top. It does look good on you too. You know, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Armor, Carson, are you deleting programs off of Windows? She's doing like I do. When I mess up my computer by dragging everything that is annoying and pissing me off directly into the recycling bin, Carson's like, okay, Grandpa, let me solve this for you. So that gets us to our cringe on tap. When somebody redeems cringe on tap, that means I have to say something nice and or cringe worthy about our super mod hanging out in chat right now, Carson 4. And so today's cringe on tap is about this. And it kind of touches up on the cringe on tap that I did last week, but we're still gonna play it up because it's relevant and it's important, and I have a picture that actually accentuates what I'm going to talk about. Since day one, Carson has flung herself into my creative works. You know, I mean, literally, she knew nothing, virtually nothing about streaming before she met me. And look at her now, you know? And so she immersed herself like into the art and the medium, engulfed herself in the medium. She taught herself and me, I had been streaming for 2 years before then. She taught herself and me a lot in a very short period of time. Carson goes out of her way to incorporate my brand and my sense of humor into the aspects of the stream, everything that you're seeing. For instance, boys, if you guys want to show your appreciation for Carson right now, there you go. That came from Carson. You guys have heard me ranting and raving about all the pepper grinders and all the peppercorns. Well, guess who made that into an emote? It wasn't me. It was not me. And so I'll give you guys a small little peek behind the curtain. Thank you, Freddie, for doling out the peppercorns. Have y'all tried peppercorns? Carson doing it too. Well, thank you. You guys are dropping them all over the place. You fucking butterfingers, Jesus. Peek behind the curtain. Like after the stream, and I've talked about this before, but after the stream, Kay and I, that's her name, Kay and I converse. Oh, she also goes by Amber. It's an inside joke. After a stream, Kay and I converse on the phone. We talk on the phone, and we're following notes that she makes during the stream while moderating and interacting in the stream. So doing multiple things there all at once. So we go through the notes. She makes me notes. And these notes are something that I personally look forward to every stream because it's not just ego feeding, which, I mean, there definitely is here. You guys, you gotta fuel the narcissist, okay? You know, he needs kindling, he needs firewood, keep burning. But also real-time strategies and ideas with which to maximize the stream output. And I myself have Camber. I myself have met a lot of lovers in my years who are exuberant and over the moon about my creativity. And they eventually end up paying a lot of lip service to support my endeavors. But that's usually what it is. It's lip service. Because it's usually like a politician who tells you what you want to hear until you vote them in. And then they become real fucking slippery about all the things that they said beforehand. Carson backs it up each and every week. Each and every stream. And that's why I love her, boys. Like, that's why I love her. So that's my cringe on tap. There it is. That was the segment. Thank you, Freddie, for redeeming that. I do appreciate you. Like, Freddie, quit bragging. I refuse. Look, I cashed in, boys. Sucker, Thank you for the 46 bits, Carson. Very sweet cringe. Aww. Well, thank you, Amber. I appreciate it. I can't lean too much into that joke because you bastards will start dragging it along and she's gonna hate it. She's gonna hate it. Nah, thank you for the 46 bits, Frederick Dango. Ew, I know. I did it all for the Instagram clout, boys. It was for the clout. That's all that it was. Like, now I'm actually on social media, so it's for the clout. Like, we just did it so we can isolate it later and be like, look how sweet of a man he is. Talking about his romantic interest the way that he does. Oh, that's great. Like, comment, subscribe, you know? Let me catch up in chat and we'll go on to the next game. I'm sorry, guys. We got derailed, but I don't give a shit. It's worth the time. Karison deserves her fucking moment in the sun. She deserves the limelight. She deserves the flowers. Like, she made the stream better than what it used to be. Like, I also made it better, but Karison also made it better too. Like, Karison, Lamau, I think I'm actually putting channel point redeem icons in for 6 for this one, or setting up the daily peppercorn. Who knows? I think you were setting up the icons. Because I was like, oh, thank God, somebody took that off my plate. I don't want to do any of that. Armor, Lamau, I see the dashboard now. It looks so similar to Windows 11 control. Yeah, it was my dashboard. Frederick, are those Pokemon cards in the background? Nerd! It's Magic the Gathering cards. Karison's right. Even more nerd. I just study them, boys. I just study them. You gotta, like Jane Goodall, you gotta get deep into it. Like, you know? Oops, all peppercorns. That's right. Karison, Candy? 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 Ooh. Ooh. Oh, K and I. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, you mean I as in Karison, my dentist's office called me Amber yesterday. We went with it. That's the joke. That's the joke. You guys, I wasn't going to reveal the bit, but Karison did. You guys can call her Amber. She also responds to that. There's another name that nobody's allowed to call her. Like, there we go. Karison, he's a sweet, sweet man. It's lies and slander. Lies and slander. I'm just doing it for the clout and the bits. Hashtag send bits. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Armored, Instagram gout. Seems serious, sounds serious. I imagine it probably is. Like, Frederick, tea time for we uckers back in a moment. Enjoy the Yorkshire tea. While you guys are doing that and sipping and slurping, I'll be over here doing a peppercorn casino for our next game, Big Sky Trooper. Big Sky Trooper. That's where we're going next, boys. But in order to do that, I have to transition. We need a transition, boys. There it is, boys. The Peppercorn Casino is now open. Karison. Amber. Karison Amber. Amber is the color of your energy. Whoa. Has opened the Peppercorn Casino. And if you think that I will think, look how big this fucker is. If you think that I will think Big Sky Trooper is a good, mid, or bad game, now is the time to vote. Now's the time to interact. It's down in your channel redeems. Go ahead and click on it. Push your peppercorns in so that you can win more peppercorns. The potential to win more peppercorns. We are going to institute new redeems, probably the new year. The new year is when we're going to start doing it. The new year is when we're going to start pushing towards just chatting. Hopefully we'll have a new overlay. There's a certain overlay that I'm waiting for. We're going to have new redeems. We're going to have new graphics. It takes time. It takes time, boys. I am one of those streamers that doesn't like to dole out things as a work in progress. I like to do it when it's all done. And when it's all done, then I unveil it and then we start doing it. Of course, you tinker and you adjust and recalibrate things as you go, of course. But, I like to get it as close to a composed bite as possible before giving it to you guys. It's a sign of a true professional. If it's not fucking done yet, don't push out a turd, don't force a turd. So the Peppercorn Casino is open. Interact if you like. If you don't, I don't care. I'm going on without you. I don't hinge anything on you guys. I want you to interact and I want you to have fun, but at the same time, I learned very quickly into streaming, do not hinge anything on chat. because, you know, they might be doing their own thing, you know? They might be eating carpet samples, who knows? Jawsome, I had Big Sky Trooper as a kid. No shit, Jawsome, you did? I've never even heard of this game until I went looking for it for the birthday stream. It came out sometime in October, and that's why I did it for the birthday stream. Like, Carrison, I will think how big this fucker is. You know me. I could derail myself at any point in time. I don't even need your guys' help. I'll do it myself. Armor, shades of peppercorns display naturally. That's correct. This guy kind of looks like a robo peppercorn over here, you know? Jawsome, it was bargain bin. Lol, it looks bargain bin. Going from this box art, it do be looking bargain bin. That's for damn sure. And in order to be talking about bargain bin artworks, we gotta take a look at box art, you know? That's where we go next, right guys? Right, am I right? Am I right? I am right. Pete is a dog. Box art! There it is, boys, we did it. We're in it. We're in it now. Now, you guys have already heard me. My criteria is in chat. I don't need to repeat it. Armor, you don't hinge anything on us, but you adore us. Less so after that one. Less so after that one. I do adore you guys. I trust me, I've been in a lot of people's streams. You guys are by far like some of the best chatters I have ever seen. I have seen other people's streams. People are struggling and suffering to get through their stream because chat is just not there to feed them, you know? They either do one-word posts or they use the chat room as their live journal and trauma dump all over the streamer. You guys don't do any of that. You guys are brilliantly hilarious and go out of your way to make the stream better because oftentimes you guys are sometimes you guys are funnier than me. Sometimes you're funnier than me. And so I do feel really blessed. Like, I know I'm turning this into a disgusting, repulsive, cringe moment where I'm applauding and lauding you guys, but I do feel really blessed to have the people that I do in chat, because you guys do make the stream better. Like, without a doubt. It wouldn't be as good without you guys. It wouldn't. Trust me, I've done it without people in chat. It's not as good. Like, Jack nods. Jack knows. He brings value wherever he goes. Jack, or they just spam the sound effects. Frederick! That's me and Carrison's favorite thing, is when Jack and Freddy are in my stream, Jack just butchers that man. Does not hold back. I love it. I love it. Ribbing Freddy is like one of my favorite pastimes, you know? Because he's just so nice, but so you have to go out of your way to rib him, you know? We got a box art here, boys. We got a box art. Let's talk about this box art real quick. Let me stay on point. Stay on point. Like, boys, we don't really have a whole bunch of action here. We got some stinky DOS clip art holdovers. And I mean, technically there is some action with the space boots zooming us up into the stratosphere. And there might be action with the female protagonist calling the cops on 1993 Master Chief over here. But outside of that, we're fairly threadbare on the action front. And I can't really say it speaks a whole bunch to the gameplay experience either, because I don't know. I've never played Big Sky Trooper. And you can't really tell by looking at the box art, is it a puzzler? Is it an RTS? Is it a chore simulator? You don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, you know? So it's not the worst box art, but you can definitely see it from the end of the street. You know? You know what I'm saying? Oh, what do we got playing right now? Oh, this is the mariachi EDM. Slap that burrito right out of your hands. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, this sounds familiar. Like, Jack, like a mom who takes their kids to the supermarket to shout at them. I mean, it is the socially acceptable place to be screaming at your kids, because literally everybody's on the same page as you. If you're in the supermarket, your kid's being a howl at the moon child, you know? Like, everybody's like, shut that kid up, you know? That or the airplane. At that point, you can be moderately emotionally abusive to your children because everybody's on board with you, you know? So, not the best box art. Not the worst, but not the best. While we're looking at box art, let's take a look at the back of the box art. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, this back of the box art, we got some questionable things going on here. A little dubious. Again, I've said it for other back of box arts. Odd choice to have a wall of text and bullet points. You know, albeit just 3 bullets. You just had to evade 3 of the bullets, but like, it's strange to have, you know, usually at the back of the box art, they don't usually miscegenate both. You know, they don't usually have both going on at the same time. It's usually one or the other, just a wall of fucking text or just some bullet points. This one does both. Also, a notably odd choice to have 5 different colored text fonts if we're counting the title logo, which we are, because they placed it here to be seen and therefore it is open to judgment. I'm not exactly sure what sizzle they're trying to sell here, but for me, it comes off more like artificial smoke flavoring than it does authentic wood stone pizza oven. So not the best of the back of box art, you know? They are doing the formula here. We do see the formula, but not the best. Not the best. Like, we have some brief snippets about trivia. We don't have a whole bunch to say about this game. There's not a whole bunch to say about this game. There's not a lot about it on the internet. We have Freddy here at the beach, but it's a corresponding thing. We're talking about the instruction manual. The final mission, infiltrating the Slug flagship, takes this to an extreme. We're talking about challenge, it's difficulty. I chopped that part out, you don't need to know it. The flagship covers 13 rooms of various sizes connected by a complicated network of tunnels. There's very few indications given in game on how to navigate the ship, much less what steps need to be taken actually to be able to defeat the Slug Lord. It's so complex. The manual not only contains a full map of the flagship's rooms and how they're connected, but also every step to gain the necessary items to reach and defeat the Slug Lord. Guys, that is what is known colloquially as a guide dang it. Like, that's a guide dang it. When the game is so fucking difficult and they forgot to program in some sort of tutorial aspect into the game that you have to refer to a strategy guide just to figure out how to play and progress, that's a guide dang it. And it's never a good sign when the instruction manual turns into a strategy guide. It's not a good sign. It entails that they knew they had problems with bug testing and post-pro fine tuning, but did not have the money or time, resources, basically, to fix it. So the instruction manual trying to buff out inherent problems is always an indication of we ran out of money and time, you know? Not the best first impression that you want to have with a video game. Just me particularly, you know? Carrison, aw, he's sandcastling. He is. I threw it in there. It felt relevant. You know? We got ourselves a little head padding. And that corresponds with the review. Or the review section on Wikipedia, where I chopped this out. This is the segment in which Six reads Wikipedia to you. You guys know how I do. A reviewer for Next Generation, noting the game's incongruous mix of cutesy graphics and storyline with remarkably complex gameplay and levels, concluded that, quote, what exactly this game's intended audience is supposed to be, we can't figure it out, but it deserves at least a small one. He gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Like, what? That's a fair review. A pat on the head on the way out, you know? So that gives you an idea of what we may expect, but who knows, you know? Maybe the reviewers were wrong. I have definitely played some video games on Outside the Lens where the reviewers were skewering a game, and I was just like, this is not as bad as everybody says it is. Like, a lot of the LJN games, like, look, they are oppressively mid, the LJN games, but they're not as bad as, some of them are. Some of them are definitively as bad as everybody says, but some, like, you know, Friday the 13th, it's not a bad game. I don't think it's a bad game. Like, Jawsome, this is a game you have to put yourself into the 8 to 12-year-old perspective. I kind of figured that might be the case. What was interesting to note And as I drop some milk in here, because boys, we're gonna go to the secondary market in just a second. So if you wanna list your guesses for what Big Sky Trooper is getting on the second dairy market, now's your chance. Like, what is interesting to note when I was reading about the notes, and there weren't very many, is this game uses the same engine as Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which I was like, intriguing. I would like to know more about that, you know? Like, I would like to know more about that. Jawsome, it better be worthless because I had mine in complete in box until college before I got rid of everything. Lol, I know the feeling, brother. I know the feeling. I used to have a sizable video game collection when I was a teenager, and then my evil British stepmother fucking threw them away. And then as I was a young adult, I started my collection all over again, and then I basically just sold them for drugs or rent money or both, probably both. Like, thank you for washing me in a wave of calcium, Carrison. I appreciate you. All the milkies and all the moon blooms. So guys, where are my milkies at? I need some milk. Like, I know you've technically already given me milk, but I'm just letting you know that's me transitioning into the next segment before the transition. I'm doing a little bit of a vamp to give you guys an opportunity to participate if you want, but you don't have to. You don't have to, because I'm gonna do it without you. I'm gonna do it without you, like I am right now. That's right, boys. We have made it. We are in the SDM. We are in the second dairy market. Who can guess closest without going over? We are looking for SIB prices complete in box. If you go over, you lose. I do round up with the cents. If it's less than 50 cents, I'll round down. If it's more than 50 cents, I'll round up. So, you know, and it's all loosey-goosey anyways. We'll make, you know, exceptions if we need to. So, we got some guesses on board. Carrison, 64 milks. Jawsome, he says $8 loose, $85 complete. Let's find out, boys. I don't think this game got a wide distribution, and usually that equates into a high SIB price. Usually, but not all the time. Not all the time. Let's find out if that is the case today. Drum roll. Loose. Armor, you got in there right at the end. We'll take your guess. No worries. Loose. $22. Complete SIB, $88. That's the price we're looking for, 88 bucks. Brand spanking new, covered and smothered in the cellophane, $173. Graded, like not too much more than brand spanking new. So, you know, if you're gonna buy it and you're gonna stick it on your shelf and just look at it, you might as well pay the graded price. It's only $60 more. $235 graded. Just the box, 15 bucks. Just the manual, $10. Who was closest without going over? Carrison did not go over. Armor did not go over. Jawsome did not go over. We are neck and neck, boys. Carrison, you are not closest. Armor, you are not closest. Jawsome, we got Jaws. Jaws is our winner today. He said $85 complete. It was $88. Jaws, you were off by $3, brother. $3. You can tell a real nerd by how much they can guess for the secondary market. Jawsome, oh wow, that's nuts. That feels about right for an average SNES game complete in 2025. I'm just wow that I nailed it like that. Look at you, Jawsome. Carve your W into your arm. Lather some milk in there to cauterize the wound. Let everybody know that you were our winner today on 6 2/3 Outside the Lens, SDM, second dairy market. That's right. Jawsome, I'm gonna turn some of these L's into a W. That's right, brother. That's right. If you just, you know, turn them over again, turn them over, and bend it a little bit more. 2 L's make a W. That's right. That's right. What's the phrase? Oh God. Oh, I'm thinking of it. 2 wrongs never make a right, but they do get you in the right direction. All right, moving on, boys. Moving on. There it is. Guys, I'm gonna take a quick comfort break. I'm gonna take a quick comfort break right now. Let me pause the mariachi EDM. Right now, I kind of have a sordid love affair with mariachi EDM. It fucking bops. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know. Let me just throw this in here. 6 is taking a comfort break. Carrison, we've noticed. Okay, well, you've noticed. That's good. You seem a little sassy today, Carrison. Are you sassy? Why are you sassy? I know you're getting it from all angles. Like, are you sass queening today? 6 is taking a comfort break back in 96. That's me. If I could get one of my moderators to pin that real quick, I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. Carrison, no sass, just unpacking the hungry roots. Okay, the roots, they do be hungry. They do be hungry. Thank you. Thank you for putting that, Carrison. I appreciate it. All right, let me come over here, boys, to this. Let me crank up the audio. I got some commercials for you guys to watch. I'm not gonna chair stream you. I'm gonna give you something to look at. You know, I wouldn't do that to you. Like, we got some commercials for you. Oh, I can get rid of perversions of science. We don't need that anymore. All right, we're gonna blow it up. I'll be back in like a minute and a half, boys. I just need to urinate, that's all.
The Nintendo World News with Mario.
We go direct to the ringside at the WWF
Oh,
WrestleMania.
Mario doing some commentary for wrestling games? I don't remember this
And here
part.
he comes,
I don't remember
250 pounds of lean muscle. What a leg drop! Wow! An elbow smash and a body slam. Let's see that again. Is that the end of the Macho Man?
No way. I want a rematch.
This is Mario for WWF WrestleMania Challenge.
Nintendo.
Entrez dans la légende de Zelda. L'aventure dont vous êtes le héros. Méfiez-vous. Méfiez-vous. Méfiez-vous des ennemis diaboliques. Frappez-les de votre épée magique. Explorez le monde d'Hyrule.
Découvrez ses secrets.
Plongez dans l'aventure. Sauvez la princesse.
Zelda! Zelda! Zelda!
La légende de Zelda. Exclusivement sur console Nintendo. Nintendo, plus c'est intelligent, plus c'est amusant.
All right, coming back. We're coming back. Oh, what is this? What did I come back to? What the fuck? Alrighty, boys. Oh, burger time. Oh god, that fucking. Oh man, I could literally watch old video game commercials like all day long if you give me the chance, but we gotta keep going on. We gotta keep going on. There it is. We're back. We're back. Oof. Lord have mercy. Bada bing. We'll do this. There it is. All right, let me catch up on chat and then we'll get into this game. Goldie! We got a Goldie on board. Golden, getting your peppercorns, stuffing them in your fanny pack. Have y'all tried peppercorns? Goldie, you dropped some. Goldie, you dropped some. You dropped some all over my stream. You're fumbling around, man. Carrison, just unpacking the hungry roots. Carrison, what is your favorite thing that you got in your hungry root package? Answers in chat. Jawsome, lol, getting Mario to Hawk at WWF is something. I know that's what I was not prepared. I was not prepared for it, you know? I was just like, that's righteous. I love it. I'm like, excuse me, princess. Fucking Link throwing out the shade. Fucking love it. Oh, we got a door ticket from Goldie? Okay. Goldie. I really hate when people say I'm a waste of time just because I have a few watches on my belt. Why do you have watches on your belt, Goldie? That's weird. That's weird. No door for you, Goldie. No door for you. Try harder. Goldie, I took the day off to sleep, so I'm big chilling. Hell yeah, Goldie. Like, you would. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you would be hanging out and chilling and during this stream, so I can come over here, so you can come over here and I can eviscerate you live on stream. Goldie's a real one. We love Goldie in this house. Carrison, probably the falafel bowl items this time. Very exciting. Yeah, I got is that the zucchini falafel? Like, I'm kind of intrigued. I want to see what that's like. I feel like I've been eating a lot of falafel lately, though. I haven't gotten sick of it. I haven't boba'd myself out of it, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Carrison, it's how he keeps time. Goldie, exactly. Yeah, man, rip me up. I'll rip you up. I'll rip you up. I didn't have anything. I was hoping that I would have a rib right there at that moment to get you before I finished it, but I didn't. Carrison Lamau, I boba'd myself out of it. I boba'd myself out of it, boys. Just like I'm gonna boba myself out of this scene. It's time to play a game, guys. You ready to play a game? Bada bing, we have switched over. We are not playing Pinbot. Pinbot was a good game. We did vote it as good because it is good. But now we need Big Sky Trooper. We got Big Sky Trooper. Okay, do that, and then I need to come over here to this. I know it's gonna flip out. That's fine. We just need to capture the window, and we'll do it like so, right here. There it is. Okay. All right, boys. Just like always, if there's an intro, I'm gonna shut up. Alert, alert, wake up, oh gooey eminence. That's how Carrison wakes me up. Oh, we got some fast text at the very least. Your jelly hood. Slippery one. Send in the battle cruiser. Okay, this is all still on the LucasArts screen, which I appreciate, I applaud. Will not tolerate. It's bones and advertising. They're fucking with the logo, guys. That's great. It's great. It's kind of like how Sega games fuck with the Sega logo. I applaud that. That's really good. We get some tinny Dollar General hero music. Okay, that's it. That's it. Looks like it just loops back into it. Carrison, Pinball was good game for sure. I agree. Carrison, lol, is it? It is. It is. You call me the slipperier one? We gotta send it to our ladies. What the fuck is going on with the eye size here? Holy Lord. It's like if I did a stream like this the entire time. Let's see how long I can hold my eyes just like this. Greetings. I'm Sergeant Slack of the side reel. Okay, this is hurting my eyes. Ooh, ow, that hurts my eyes. The Redeems Big Eye stream. I have the anime eyes. Here to report a terrible emergency. The Sultan of Slime, that's me, has declared war on the human race. His slippery slugs have already captured most of the planets in the galaxy. Scared? I bet you are. We're all scared, but we're going to fight back. We've got the plans, we've got the ships, we've got the guns. Okay, good dialogue so far. All we need is a few good men. Or women. Or children. Nah, we don't need anybody with enough spine to stand up to those gumdrops. So what about you? There's a big sky awaiting. Want to sign up? Nah. Deep down, everyone has doubts. Here's the most important question. Can you qualify for service? We don't let ordinary people fight the slugs, you know? You've got to be tough, quick, and smart. So before you join, you must pass the 3 grueling tests. I said no. No means no. Physical fitness. I'll just take your temperature here. Look, I may or may not like rectal thermometers, but just for the taste. That's funny. I like that. That's super cool. Amazing. Are you hot or what? Whoa, buy her a drink first, sailor. Test 2, reflexes. Press the A button whenever you spot a slug. Oh. I like this so far. This is really cool. Like this is a good intro, good tutorial. Whoa, quick enough for government work. Test 3, intelligence. We're just gonna bypass that one. See if you can write your name on this handy form. Just my name? Oh, well, I already fucked up because I put AGT. That's me. That's me. The AGT, is that correct? Yes, it sure is. Incredible. You scored so high on my test that I'm going to start you off as a 21-star general. Congratulations, now you're a big Sky Trooper, AGT. Oh, wow. Turned it into a robot? Okay. This is legit. I like the intro so far. I can get down with this. Oh. Okay, moving around. Schmoving. We got access to our main character. Okay. Movement feels good. We're doing a little, it feels a little slippy, but not too bad. Like, good speed. Sleep chamber 2. No, I don't want sleep chamber 1. I want sleep chamber 1. I only sleep in sleep chamber 1. I don't need 2. That's for losers and poros. It has 4 different slave slots. Okay, what are we doing here? Welcome aboard the ESS Direwolf, General ATT. We got a pupperoo! It's a K9 class attack cruiser, the finest in the fleet. Arf! I'm Fido, your ship's flexible, interactive, digital omni-computer. Fido. Cares it a pup friend. That's him, look at him. A big Sky Trooper's best friend. When you need help, I'll supply it. When you get in trouble, I'll bail you out. Wow, that's, I may or may not be spending a night in jail tonight. Together, we're invincible. If you have any questions about running the ship, ask me about this operating manual. Does he give Omni geodes? I hope so. May I have a prismatic shard in there? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Arf. Now listen up, our first mission is proceed to planet Hornbeam. That's where I come from. And rescue secret agent from invading slugs. I like how the dog scratches his ear too, that's funny. Okay, our ammo. Here's our objective. No go. Go? Go. Okay, I'm guessing that's where I'm supposed to. Okay, so that's the objective. So this is just our overworld screen, our map screen. No go. No go. Go? Go. We're going. Okay, nice. I like the ship. Wow. Go, go, go! Arriving at planet. Oh, I'm moving the ship around. We're doing asteroids now? Okay, cool. Love that. Kind of. I don't know if this is a loading screen or a mini game, or if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but hopefully I don't fail at it. Can we go to this planet, please? I got no idea what's going on. Well done, AGT, you've defeated the slug. Really? That's all that it took? Talk to Fido. Go ahead, ask me a question. What about this? What about the status transport, Fido uplink, operating manual? I don't need any of this. Viewport? Planet Detaria. Select still occupy planet surface. Cannot deploy relay. Okay. Skyway map? Is that where we go? Yes, we will go. We're schmoving. It is interesting so far. It's better than what I thought it would be. I still don't even know like what kind of genre this game is. But I mean, they're giving us a lot. They're front loading a lot with the intro. Carrying capacity exceeded. Cannot retrieve relay. I guess I should have actually read the tutorial. No, okay. Status star? Status star. Your rank, 21 general. Part of the interstellar skyway system. Requires a relay at the beginning and the end of your trip to deploy or retrieve relays. Go to the viewport and press A. Okay. Fido uplink. When you're away from the direwolf, call me. I'll transport you back. No, I didn't want that. No, stop it. Operating manual. I don't want that. Mission order. A current mission. Proceed to planet Hornbeam. Armor did say something nice about Goldie. I will. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Let me figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. All right, we're here. It wants me to go back there? Okay, hold on, I'll do it. Goldie awaits. All right, hold on. I'll give Goldie some praise. Goldie. I'll give Goldie some praise in just 1 second. Let me figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do in this game. I guess I could do it right here. It's easy to talk about Goldie. Not only is Goldie mild-mannered, well-natured, like he can take the ribs and laugh them off. Goldie doesn't get upset. And also Goldie is a much needed moderator on certain streams where it is necessary to have somebody there to fight and combat back the chaos. You need a straight man. And I'm not talking about like sexual preference. It's in radio and comedy, there's a straight man, somebody who is there to keep the show going, like the functionality of the show, and then also someone to prop up the jokes, you know? And sometimes Goldie takes the jokes, you know, because he becomes the target of the joke. VeggieTales, am I right, guys? Am I right? And he does it all with stride. Goldie's a real one. Goldie, no kidding on that one, yeah. And I may or may not, allegedly, be a moderator for that channel too, and I don't do any of that, I make it worse. Yeah. Goldie deserves a shout out, shout him out. Goldie may or may not be doing a cooking stream at some point in time, but that's only because I keep requesting it, and I keep demanding it. And so I think he should, because his first one, or not his first one, I think he's done them before, but the one that I was there for, I was snookered in. I was enraptured. I was ensnared. I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do right now. That's my only problem. Carrying capacity exceeded, cannot retrieve relay. Okay. My armor, yeah, that stream needs mods like Goldie and Rio to balance other certain mods, 6 2/3. I know. Certain mods in there, oof, terrible. Like, Goldie, and I need to plan one. I wanna, but I don't know what I wanna make. Well, does it have boiled milk in it, Goldie? Because if it has boiled milk, then you know, we're all about it. What am I supposed to be doing right now? On the menu screen, the map icon activates Skyway map, view icon activates the viewport, Fido icon activates me. If you want to transport down, yes. Stand in the airlock, press the A button. If you want to transport up to the direwolf, okay. All right, let me find the airlock. Okay, all right, this is a lot. This is a lot, Fido. Lord in heaven. God damn. Cork torpedoes, I didn't know I had cork torpedoes. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me figure out what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go to the map, right? There was an area. What is this Fifi idea? I don't care about all this. We're not gonna be here for very long. Skyway map. Okay, we're at the planet we need to be, right? Yeah, we're already there. Okay, airlock. Where's the airlock? Let me find the airlock. Those big eyes. You would think with his big eyes we could find the airlock. Right? There we go. Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. Very good. Carson, ooh, we love Goldie's cooking. I do too. Like, I was I was enamored. I was, like I said, I was snookered in. I told Goldie the other day, I was like, brother, you need to do more just chatting streams, to be honest with you. All right, now we're in the actual game itself. Well, General AGT, Big Sky Trooper. Supply Specialist Slack, remember me? I do, yes. And a good thing, too. I'm the guy who hands out supplies around here and I treat my friends well, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just in case I'll spell it out, you are no friend of mine. What the fuck? Bro. I used to be a recruiting sergeant, but the high command busted me to supply specialist and sent me out to this forgotten corner of the galaxy. And all because I thought a wimp like you had the makings of a trooper. Whoa, bro, this is a lot. Like, I thought we were friends. Carrison, I like the dog's little tail wags. I do too. I have seen, maybe in the last week, a lot of videos of bulldogs, you know, wagging their stumps, their tiny little stumps. Big fan, big fan. Armor, there's a dog, what else do you need? I agree, brother. I'm there with you. Never should have signed up. Don't expect any upgrades for your combat suit or any other favors unless you find a way to get on my good side. I'd like a promotion, or better yet, a medal. I deserve one for serving out here, don't you think? I'm on board with you, brother. Yes, I get it. Come back. Oh, I have to find these? It's a fetch quest. Okay. And then we'll talk about supplies. Are you for real? Are you for real? So how do I get out of here? Okay, transport relay, Fido uplink. Hold on, let me just explore real quick. Let me make sure that we're not missing anything. We're not. Okay. Ready to beam up, AGT? Yeah, all right. Okay, it's interesting concept. Like, I think this is novel so far. I would like to get to like an actual stage. I feel like I need to get to at least like one stage, you know? I thought that was a stage, but apparently not, you know? Look at those eyes, boys. All right, let me try to figure out how we're doing this. Keep it up. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. Okay, go. Yeah, let's go. Can we go to this planet? I just want to go to this planet. Let me go, Fido. Can we skip all this shit? Barks? Barks? It's got bite. It's got caffeine in it. Where are my quark missiles? I didn't see any quark missiles here, you know? I mean, I like the fact that they threw a mini game at us here, but I don't really know what purpose this serves. So really, other than oh no, I didn't want to talk to Fido. Other than hiding load screens, but they don't. You know, it's a Super Nintendo game. They're not really known for load screens. You know. All right, we're see if we can go down on this planet. I didn't mean that the way I meant, but look, I've always wanted to go down on Venus. You know. There is a certain someone who reminds me of a Venus de Milo, you know? You may have seen her in Cringe. Okay, now we're in the levels. Okay. Ready to beam up? No, I'm not ready. I'm just testing all my buttons. Okay, control, secret message. I'm only a couple planets away, keep searching for me. Agent Jack Spudtop. Carrison, well, I'll get down on that planet. I will. I definitely will. I'll explore all craters and divots, you know? You know what I'm saying. Okay, control is good. Like, we're schmoving. We are schmoving around. We are schmoving around. It doesn't feel as tight as Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You can tell. Can we hold this button down? Jesus Christ, man. These slimes are eating us alive. It doesn't feel as tight as Zombie Ate My Neighbors, but you can definitely feel that that's what they're trying to go for here. Like, okay, that just blew up on me. Does that restore my health? We do have, there is a paused sound, not a jingle, but it's a sound. I appreciate that. 2 health fruits. Can we, I want to use that. How do I use that? How do I use that? I want it. Let me use it. How do I use the health fruits? Okay, maybe I should have read the instruction manual. I'm pressing all the buttons, but it ain't using shit. So fuck it, we're just gonna keep going. Vicer, hell fruits! How we doing, Vicey? What's going on in your world, brother? Like, we're just over here getting down on this planet. Oh shit, moving around. No music, or at least very low ambient music, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. Okay, that looks like a battery or some moon juice. I'm not sure what that is. We are on the right planet for it. We got all the moon juice now. The gun that comes with it kind of sucks. It seems very weak. Like, it seems like we're getting bounced around by the enemy all over the place. And it looks like this is a level that just keeps scrolling. Like, it just keeps repeating over and over and over again. Like, you know, Legend of Zelda Lost Woods or whatever, you know? Oh, fuck, that hit us. That's right, the moon juice. I love me a little blood soda. It's my favorite. The Blood Moon one. It's got chunks in it. I like when you drink a beverage and you also got to chew a little bit. It's probably one of the reasons why I love boba, you know? Like, it's combining two of my favorite things. Drinking and chewing. Not eating. I don't eat any of my food. I chew it up and spit it all out. I'm just doing it for the flavor, you know? We're edging ourselves with the flavor. You've defeated the invading slugs. Okay, all right, can we go back? We're going back. Fido, ready to beam up? Sure am. We defeated it. Bada bing. Karrison, that moon juice went right up your nose on the emotes. Scream, big fan. Well, you know, gotta get all the way up in there. You know, I need it up in the sinuses. Like, Karrison, he snorts his moon juice. I do. Face is all bloody. Like, you know, I get right down on that planet, you know? You know what I'm talking about? There's a reason why they call Mars the red planet. Okay, come over here. For clearing a planet, I do hereby promote you to the rank of 22 Star General. I do like this game. Like, it's interesting. It seems kind of mini game-esque, but can we go over here? It doesn't seem like we can go anywhere else other than this one, so we'll just fly over here. No, I didn't want that. Come on now. That's a reticle. Kara said, wait, I thought this was about Venus. Well, Venus, Mars, throw them all in there, you know? More blood for the blood god. Like, if it bleeds, it feeds, you know? Okay. Can we go down to this planet? Because can we now? Do we have the supplies? Oh, he needed a medal and all sorts of other shit. Fuck. Damn it. Poops. Chat, you guys can tell me. Internet, you can tell me. Spy fly egg. Wait. He wants a medal. Okay, yeah, I got it. Can you just give me some information here, though? Health fruit? All right, fuck off then. I'm on my own. I get it. How come when it gets cold outside? Because it's very cold where I'm at right now. It's like 40 degrees outside. How come when it gets cold outside, you sniffle? Because like I noticed that yesterday, like my sinuses were completely fine. Everything was totally fine. And then like it got cold and then I started sniffling. And then when I was out and about scrambling right before stream, I had to go to the grocery store real quick. I had to buy some lighters. Because I only have one lighter and it was dying last night. And I was like, this is not good. We need the peppercorns, all right? So, but like I noticed that I start sniffling when it gets cold. And I've noticed that all my life and I've never known why. I don't understand why like sniffling, you know, comes with cold temperatures. I don't know. Karrison, we believe in you. Well, that's one of us. Pretty Cody, it's to make sure air is warmed up and moist. Is it? Cody, I'm very gullible. I'll believe anything you tell me, you know? Like, oh, god damn. Okay, bouncing all around. I still don't understand what the point of this little mini game is. I mean, I appreciate that they gave it to us, but I don't necessarily think it's, you know, I feel like it's kind of a pain in my ass, like more than anything, really. Cody, why do I know this? Am I even right? I assumed I was right and hit enter. Well, you're in the right place, hot stuff. You have fully converted over to being a chatter. I mean, I do it all the time. All right, let's go out of here. Let's just see if we can go down on the planet. Karrison, because your nose is the natural humidifier of the body. Oh, so Cody was right. It warms up the dry, frigid air that's inhaled. Okay, so the sniffling is just the body trying to do temperature regulation. I never knew that. I always wondered, but never knew. Okay, we're getting fucked right out the gate. Jesus Christ. I wish I had some better ammunition. These boys are taking us out. Jesus Christ, man. I can't go up against this. I don't know what that is. We have multiple health bars, so they don't necessarily. Oh shit! God, Lord have mercy, that guy took me out. If you have any star fuel drums, you can blow up weakened walls. If not, come back later. Jack Spud Top. Okay, cool. Look at that moon juice. Cody, oh nice, confirmed, correct. You knew you were correct, Cody. Like, again, whatever Cody says in chat, I believe it. If Cody wanted to do a January 6th part deuce, like I would sign up for it. I'd be like, for sure, Cody. I trust your judgment, you know. All right, can we fucking blow this fucker away? Get him up against the wall? Come on, brother. Jesus. It sounds like me going down on a planet. It's accurate. It's accurate. Jaws, this game is definitely janky as an adult, but we definitely have fun with it as a kid. The play loop is very repetitive. That's what I'm seeing so far. It's like, it's all the accoutrements. We defeated the invading slugs. Nice. All the accoutrements, all the accessory stuff that would make a game really enjoyable. It's all there. Like they put a lot of thought and energy into it. Small detail stuff, finessing. But when it comes to the actual gameplay itself, it's a little snoozy. It's a little snoozy. I can't get in there. So, but it's not bad though. It's not bad. Like I expected worse. Going off the box art, I expected a lot worse. But it's not terrible. We're beaming up. We're beaming up. Karis and Cody knows lots of things. He does. He's our very informed bumblebee, Like, I can see it. I can see it. What I can't see is me continuing to play this game any longer. No, we're just here to provide a sample. It's just a sample. We're like Cinematech from G4. Back when G4 was cool. And then, before it got eaten up by corporate sponsorships and corporate interest, and then it just became a piece of shit, Like, let me come over here real quick. I need to hide my throat noises. Can't get enough of trumpet drops. It's true. It's true. Hold on, let me, because this playlist is about to run out. Yeah, let me do this real quick. Permissions are permissive. There we go. Bada bing, we got it. Like, and then come up over here and pod that up real quick. Cody, I looked up another fun body fact because I'm hooked on them now. The average person blinks around 20 times a minute, over 10 million times a year. Man, I have been blinking like crazy lately, and it's partly because I feel like my eyes are super dry, and I know you gotta keep the eyelids down because that's the way that your body like basically car washes, the lens and the cornea and everything. If you keep your eyes closed, it puts lubrication over the eyeball. But like lately, especially at night, I've been just like, this is me talking to Karison on the floor playing Stardew Valley. Sometimes I look exactly like this. I have to scrunch my face up just like this because my eyes hurt so bad. And it's also, the chlorine content is just really, really powerful in where I live, They got the Cody Abraham blinking over here. Cody, if that was a door ticket, I would have showed you the door, brother. Wow. Hey, how we doing, Power? What's going on, brother? I'm getting your peppercorns, stuffing it down in your fanny pack. Have y'all tried peppercorns? Like, I don't know if you haven't, but today's the day. Like, Power, you dropped some though. You dropped some. Can you pick that up for me, brother? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I got enough power cords. Guys, I was the bassist for Metallica, just like Hulk Hogan. I was the bassist for Metallica, but they didn't like my power corns. I regret nothing. How we doing, Knox? What's going on, brother? Stuffing your peppercorns into your fanny pack. Have y'all tried peppercorns? Like, Knox is stuffing them. He's got what, 15? 15? Well, 11 now. Or 9. Because you dropped him, Knox. You dropped him. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I'm not picking him up for you. Power, living the dream, bud. That's what I'm doing. And as soon as I'm off this stream, I will be smoking the dream bud. Allegedly. Allegedly. We gotta do a review. We gotta do a little Stoner Hazy review. Criteria number 1. For the unspecified amount of time in which I played this game, was I entertained? Yes. With stipulations. When it comes to like setting up the game, you know, getting to the game, getting you excited about the game, getting you interested in the game, very entertained. Very entertained. When it came to the actual gameplay itself, a little ho-hum. A little ho-hum. Vicer's correct. Terrible art. Terrible. We got 1993 Master Chief over here. Like, a little ho-hum when it comes to the gameplay aspects of it. It just, and maybe it blooms, maybe it blossoms, maybe it gets more interesting. It just seems like you got like a little pea shooter and it ain't doing much to the enemies. The enemies are doing much more to you. The control is good. The sound is kind of sparse, but not bad, not bad. I would say I was entertained with caveats, So I can't do criteria number 2 because I have never played Big Sky Trooper. I have never even heard of it until I went looking for it for the birthday OTL, which I robbed you guys of the rest of the games. But I can answer your prediction. Is Big Sky Trooper a good game, a mid game, or a bad game? If y'all chose mid, you are correct. 1,444 peppercorns go to Karison. Choke on them. It's mid. It's mid. Yeah, totally fair assessment. I agree. Karison, fair assessment. Jocelyn did say it takes a while to heat up. Freddy, rigged again. We're just robbing Freddy of his peppercorns today. Like, it is a very wholesome 5.5 out of 10. Not a bad game. And like I said, maybe if I spent more time on it, you know, maybe it gets real interesting. But as it stands right now, it seems like they have all the bones to make a really solid skeleton. But it's just, in terms of fun, it's just a little lacking. Awesome, it was worth $5 in the late 90s. I mean, that's what it looks like. It looks like a standard Blockbuster rental, you know? Like, you wanted Mega Man Soccer, right? But all they had was Big Sky Trooper. So you gotta take what you can get. If the restaurant doesn't have the chicken, you order the fish, you know? Vicer, nah, this game sucked. A little bit. I won't dispute that. The worst game I've ever seen. Cody, bake a solid skeleton. I love to bake a solid skeleton. And like I said, as soon as I get off stream, that's what I will be doing. And in order to do that, boys, we got to go on to our last game. We saved the best for last today, boys. And by best, I do not mean best. No, we got the big head. We got big head scene over here. Like, where is it? There it is. There's the source. We got to get rid of that one. There we go. For those who just came in, this is Karison. And boys, we got our last game on the docket today. I'll reserve judgment. I've never played Crystal's Ponytail. I have a feeling this is going to be the customary OTL tradition of talk about a game for 67 minutes and then play it for 1 minute and 43 seconds. I have a feeling we may eject out of this one quick, but we'll find out. Vicer, now let's see if we have any bronies in chat. Exactly. Vicer gets it. He understands. He's a thinking man streamer. Like, I threw this in here to lure the bronies in. Boys, I will try to get followers and grow big by any means necessary. I don't care. Like, we'll throw some Rule 34 up here. I don't give a shit. Vicer bronies are the natural enemy of furries. I mean, it makes sense. You'd think there would be crossover, but no, they're just divided right down the line, you know? Both sides have a fence. Like, let me catch up with chat, and then we'll throw it to the Peppercorn Casino. We're gonna do that first. Carson, if I had a peppercorn for every time I boiled water and forgot about it because of this stream, I'd have at least 2 extra peppercorns. What are you boiling water for? You getting more boil guards? You getting more boil guards? You nerd! For those uninitiated, for those unaware, me and Carson are boil guarding now. We're boil guarding. We gotta take care of our teefers, you know? Like, Cody, whoa, it's a proud member of the Sega Club. I mean, that is, you know, out of all the things, there's only like, what, 11 games for the Sega Club? We'll talk about that a little bit with the notes. Carson, I bet this is going to be the best game yet. Look, I mean, it might. It just might. There are games that like looked like they were gonna suck shit from the beginning, and they did. But they were really entertaining, you know? Makes for good stream content. And this might be that game. This might be that game. So, we'll find out. Goldie, she's a 10, but she names your hog one of the ponies from My Little Pony. I mean, Carson calls mine Applejack all the time. I never understood the reference until now, but here we are. We're being enlightened and edified. Like, Carson, I was trying to make pasta. Are you making the butternut squash raviolis? They're good. They're a little firm. They're a little firm. Just speaking of firm. Like. No, Carson, but this stream is more attention grabbing than boiling water. Only a little bit. Only marginally. Only to see, only because, you know, she's zeroing in just to make sure that I don't accidentally post any other pictures in the overlay. Carson, no, I call it Fluttershy. Depending on if it's a public urinal, it is a little Fluttershy. Vicer, you can't get worse than Big Sky Trooper. It's the worst game. We'll find out. We'll put it to the stress test. Vicer, I covered my eye. Don't worry. Power. My Little Pony is a great game. It's funny that you guys mentioned My Little Pony. And we'll talk about that in the notes. Carson, sometimes Scootaloo or Derpy Hooves. Derpy Hooves? Are those real names? I used to watch My Little Pony like fairly regular. I don't remember them. Well, speaking of things that I don't remember, we should probably get ahead of it before it gets ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, boys? And if you know what I'm saying, then that means it's the Peppercorn Casino. There it is, boys. The Peppercorn Casino is open. Carson has opened it. Thank you, Carson. Thank you for opening the Peppercorn Casino. Boys, it's a prediction. But it's just a prediction where you can gamble your peppercorns seen on screen, seen in chat, seen as the new channel point icon. We got rid of the fanny pack, which was a goddamn travesty. We really wanted to make it work, and it was a good fanny pack too. And we might be able to institute it somewhere else. Maybe. You know how 6 2/3 does. There ain't no meat left on the fucking carcass, you know? We try to get all that we can out of it. It's the Native American in us, boys. It's the Native American. My Meemaw said I was 12% Cherokee, so. And so we have, don't let it scare you, just a prediction, but gamble anyhow, that's right. Gamble, 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 it's just a prediction, don't let it scare you. But push your channel points in for the potential to win more channel points. If you think that I will think that Crystal's Ponytail is a good, mid, or bad game, now is the time to place your bets. We've already done it twice, so you've heard the spiel. So I won't bore you with it again. But if you go down to the redeem section, you can do the prediction. It's just a prediction. If you want to interact, we just throw that in there for you guys, because I don't actually need it. I don't need it to stream, but I throw it in there just for you guys. We got a door ticket, John. Don't talk too much about the game. I wouldn't want you to get a little hoarse. I feel like I am getting horse right now though. Like, and in a different kind of like, hey horse! Like, not that kind of horse, but. No door for you, John. Try harder. Oh, thank you, Knox. Thank you for redeem hydrate toast. Let me get that on board. Noxy Poo, he wants a hydrate toast, which is good because it gives me time to vamp. And because it gives me time to roll out that redeem timer, prediction timer, because I don't really have a whole bunch to say about Crystal's ponytail. Imagine that, you know? I wouldn't have a whole bunch to say, but we got a toast. This is me. This has been my life lately. To freedom! We got a toast! To freedom! Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise a glass to 6. That's me. Who now has the freedom to forget what day of the week it is. That's me, 6. Thank you for the hydrate toast, Knox. I do, on a daily basis, forget what fucking day of the week it is. Jesus Christ. Like, all right, we got a lot of chat. Like, Knox, am I the only one who even uses the toast redeem? I think there's like 2 other people that use it fairly regularly, but you are the toast master here on 6 2/3 channel, Knox. Feel free to use it anytime. I appreciate it. I wrote all these toasts down for a reason, you know. If the redeems are there, it's because I want you to use them. So you're doing the right thing, hot stuff. Boys, I will catch up on chat in just a second. We got to do some box art. There's the box art. But in order to make it official, we got to do the transition right now. Box art. We got some box art. Let me catch up on chat, and then I'll start doing the box art. Carrison, don't let it scare you. It's just a prediction, but gamble anyhow. Gamble, gamble, gamble. Win, win, win. Spin, spin, spin to get them in. Carrison, the fanny packs will live on forever. I hope so. I kind of miss wearing my fanny pack. I don't wear it anymore because for the most part, don't really go outside the house very often. So, Power Eye Bryant Gumbled. We got to redeem 6 ranks. My Little Pony characters, any that you can recall. Otherwise, we will name some. Because I can't remember it. It's been over 10 years since I watched My Little Pony. I remember Applejack. And Applejack. I don't remember what their okay, there we go. Scootaloo, Derpy Hooves, Fluttershy, Apple Bloom, Shining Armor. Applejack is one. They got 2 different ones? Apple Bloom? What is Apple Bloom? Are these the cartoon or are these like the toys? I don't even remember any of these from Derpy Hooves. I don't know. That's okay. All right, well, I'll take 3 of them. We'll do it in ascending order. Number 3. Just going off the list and the names here. Scootaloo. It sounds like something you do in a British urinal, you know? You do a little Scootaloo. Like, number 2. We'll go with the Derpy Hooves. I can't believe that's a real name. I refuse to believe that's one of the actual official names of My Little Ponies. Derpy Hooves. We'll put Derpy Hooves in there just because. Look at it, you know. And I imagine if you have a hoof that looks derpy, oh man, it's got to be pretty bad to be called Derpy Hooves, you know. And then number 1, you know what it's gonna be. You guys know what it's gonna be. A man after my own heart. He's in chat. It's Shining Armor. Because everywhere Armor goes, he is a shining beacon. So that is Shining Armor. Armor is number 1, wherever he goes. Let me look at this. Derpy, oh Lord. She was from the cartoon. Here, I'll pop this up so you guys can see it. You're probably seeing it on your end anyways, but I'll pop it up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Like, I'll come over here, like so, and then like so. That's Derpy Hooves. She do be looking derpy. That pony definitely getting canceled in today's time. Rainbow Dash, that's the other one that I was trying to remember. Everybody goes crazy for Rainbow Dash. But she's called Lazy Fan. Lazy Fan. She shares her design with Sunshower Raindrops. What the fuck is up with all these names, man? I don't remember any of that shit. Granted, I was really high out of my mind. Like, so, you know, I was just like, whew, Lord. I was like, you never know. You never know. It's like, those were the silliest ones. Looked it up from the cartoon? All right. Like, Knox, little Timmy cannot ask his dad for this game without risking going to boot camp. That's true. It's true. Like, bada bing. I was like, I love Derpy Hooves. I do too. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm just like, I love Derpy Hooves. Boys, we got some box art. Time to take a look. Let's see what we got here. All right, we already did the box art. Yeah, we did the transition. We got the criteria. Looking at this box art, boys. Do we see any verbs on this box art? Like, do we see any verbs on this box art? Not really, not the most. It's kind of disappointing, this box art, to be honest with you. It's very McDonald's Happy Meal ass art we got going here. The font being in 3 different colors, uniquely disgusting. Not a lot of action outside of a tiny in-place prancing, and a big oak tree that's been freshly gaped. Send BH. Not hey horse BH, please. Just the regular kind. So I don't think this box art slaps. I don't think this is very good box art. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it, you know? They could have done a little bit more here. Even if this is geared towards kids, which it is. Sega Club is the kids' answer to Nintendo Club. Or it's actually, I'll talk about it more in the notes, but you know, it's all right, it's fine. Cody, I wrote a blue joke and deleted it. So proud of my restraint. You can have blue jokes. I'm okay with blue jokes. You've seen me at Joey stream. You know for sure. Like I allow blue jokes. It's okay. Like Harrison, the hooves are derping. They do be derping. And it's weird too because like animated horse hooves, they don't have like they're not cloven. You know, there's no split. There's no crevice. So it just looks weird when you see, like, I should probably stop doing that movement over and over and over again. Like, it's just weird. And Cody, that hole in the tree is bad and not good. No, it's not. It's invitational, though. Cody, goat seed tree, 0 stars from Cody. 0 stars. Unless it's being used, you know. Let's take a look at the back of the box art. Yikes. More of the same, just more of it. More of the same, just more of it. Like, this comes from the Sega Club lineup, and Sega Club was Sega's post-clapback revisionist answer to Nintendo having a stranglehold on the children's demographic. You know, when Sega first came out, they were catering to edgy gamers, the people that grew up with the Nintendo Entertainment System. And they grew past that age, and they were more into the edgy, preteen, teenage era. And Sega were catering to them exclusively. And it won for a while. Like, it was big. Like, they were starting to eat Nintendo's lunch. But more towards this time in age, Sega was just like, okay, maybe we should start catering to the children. Because we're missing out a lot on that demo. And so that's what the Sega Club, you know, basically came from. The Sega Club, I think there's only like 12 fucking games for the Sega Club, so obviously they didn't put a lot of power and oomph behind it. We have a lot of text here on the back of this box art for a children's game. Probably to offset the truth behind what is likely a low value action quotient. If I had to guess, I don't know for sure. So the back of this box art is okay, I guess. Good screen art, good screenshots, you know. It's serviceable, I suppose. They tried. Knox, box art and back cover looks like a children's book series. It does. You are correct, Knox. It do be looking like a children's book. We got some big scholastic energy going on here, you know. Harrison agrees for sure. Okay, here we go. We're talking about a review. This little review part of this. Did I have this? No. Okay, no, never mind. That's fine. Review, reception. This is it for the entire Wikipedia article. Reception. Game developer reported that the game was, quote, criticized for featuring too much pink in its graphics. Boys, you guys, I'm sure you guys have read video game reviewers. You've heard, you've seen what video game reviewers say, what the critics say. Like, is this a valid criticism? Given the demo that they're catering to, is this valid? You know, do you guys think that would be something to criticize a game for? I mean, I'm on the fence because I haven't played this game. So like, I have since learned that sometimes the reviewers are indeed astute on their assessments, but too much pink in the graphics just seems a little light on the load-bearing aspects of games journalism, you know? But maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. We'll find out. We'll find out. Chat says, Carrison says, you can never have too much pink. I agree. Like, Knox, if you are an insecure man, it is valid. I mean, it is mid-90s, late 90s. So people are just like, pink, ew. Cody, I feel like that's getting mad at candy for having sugar. Yeah, I agree. We're on the same page. Knox, he feels like a game would give him cooties. I loved cooties. I was just like, give me all the cooties. You know, I'm backpedaling from that joke. Backpedaling. Boys, this is the entire Wikipedia article. The entirety of the Wikipedia article. You know, you might be in trouble when things are not great, when the internet nerds who are characteristically vocal and their unsolicited commentary don't have anything to say about a video game. It's usually a bad sign. Just in my experience, usually a bad sign. But we'll find out. We'll find out. What we'll also find out, we were talking about My Little Pony. Vindicated by history, this game has enjoyed some prominence ever since a periphery demographic, the bronies, picked up on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. This is the shocker. This is because like up until I started doing the research and the notes, I thought this game was associated with My Little Pony. It is not. This is not a My Little Pony game. Has nothing to do with My Little Pony. This is I love horses, best of all the animals. That's all that it is. Well, ponies, but they're basically horses, you know? So it's a shocker to me because I thought this game was at least peripherally associated with My Little Pony, but alas, not the case. Not the case. Cody from the competing My Large Pony line. I think you're onto something pretty. Cody, I think you're onto something. My Large Pony needs to be a thing. That needs to be a thing. Cody, you're an artist. You know how to do the Photoshops. Please make this happen, brother. Please make it happen. All right, we got one last thing to say regarding trivia, and then we're going on to the secondary market. You see the milk. You see the milk in chat. That's your cue. If you guys want to take a guess on what Crystal's ponytail is getting on the secondary market, we're going to segue into it right after this. Now, this is the antagonist. There's a scene with the antagonist within the game. The one thing well, thank you. Well, thank you for showering me in a wave of calcium. Thank you, boys. Where are my milkies at, you know? This is Sonic Quill for free. I'll take more Sonic Quill. I love it. By all means, please. Like, there is one thing I found when I was looking up the notes for research to Crystal's ponytail. It's this scene. This is in the game, the witch's first appearance. Apparently, there are a lot of people who played this game as a kid and were traumatized by this scene. Not so much the actual visual image, but the discordant noises and music that came alongside of it. There were a lot of people, and by a lot of people, I mean at least 3 on the internet, who were saying that the music and the sounds that come with this scene fucked them up bad when they were a kid. So we'll see if we can grit through the game long enough to see this actually unfold. No promises. No promises. Karrison, why? I guess the sound effects, the sound compo for that particular scene it's really disorienting or scary. And so I guess if you're a 6-year-old child who's playing this game and it has a really spooky sound that comes up with your crystal ponytail, like it scares you. I'm guessing. I don't know. I went back to like watch the cutscenes and I was just like, it doesn't seem to bother me that much. But at this point in time, I don't actually remember what it sounds like. So we'll find out together. Hopefully, maybe. Who knows? Like, but who also knows? Who here also knows how much milk Crystal's ponytail is getting on the second dairy market? Let's find out. There it is, boys. We're back. We're back. We got some guesses in chat. Thank you for participating. Power says 33 milks. Karrison says 46 milks. Cody says I am going to say bronyflation. And 48 milks. Who was closest without going over? Let's find out now, boys. Let's find out. Power watches 12. Lol. Might be. Might be. Oh, Nox got in there right at the end. We'll take you, Nox. Nox said 7 milks. Let's find out, boys. Let's find out. Loose. We're going for $14. Just the cartridge, $14. Complete. That's the one we're looking for. That's the one we're looking for. Complete. Sib. $30. Not terrible for Sib for a Sega Genesis game. Probably not the Sega Genesis game that you want, but it's not terrible. Brand spanking new, smothered and covered in the cellophane, $74. You can go fuck yourself. But, you know, might as well, if you're already paying $74, Armor says 30. Armor, you got it right on the money. You did it twice today. Holy shit, Armor, you're on fire. If you're already paying $74, might as well pay $81 and get it graded. Because if you're buying it brand spanking new, you're not taking it out of the wrapper anyways. If you're just gonna fucking stick it on your fucking shelf, might as well fucking pay the money for graded. Pay $9 extra or $8 extra. It gets fucking graded. Like, box only $10, manual only $5. Who was closest without going over? Let's take a look. Power, 33, you're over. Karrison, 46, you're over. Cody, 48, you're over. Our winner today, that would be Nox. Nox, carve your W into your arm. You have been awarded a Milky Point. Let everybody know that you disfigured yourself today in the second dairy market. Congratulations, Nox. By all means, victory screech. Ah! Well done, Nox. Exactly. Thanks for participating, guys. I love it when you guys play with it. That sounded worse than I meant it to. That sounded worse than I meant it to, but it is true for one of you. Cody, it would have been 40 if it only didn't have all that pink. Alas. Alas. The pink brought the market value down, you know? Like, boy, speaking of bringing the market value down, that's what I'm going to do. I just need to, I need to make sure that I have a completely drained and empty bladder before I start playing Crystal's Ponytail. So, guys, I'm gonna take a little comfort break. I'll be back in just a second. 6 is not ready for Crystal's Ponytail. His body is not fully formed. You can tell. Like, be back in 90 secs. There it is, boys. I will leave you with something. His body is a wonderland. Lord knows it's fucking long enough to be one. God, man, you guys ever get fucking tired over the fact that you have to wash your body and there's just so much of it to wash? You're just like, God damn, couldn't we have abbreviated this? Couldn't we have made this body attenuated? But not the case, man, not the case. It's just so much body to wash. God, I get so bored having to wash my own body. It takes fucking 36 minutes just to get the entire canvas, all of it, you know? All right, I'm not gonna chair stream you like certain streamers do. I won't chair stream you, but I'm gonna give you something to watch, something to look at. All right, boys, I'll be back in 90 seconds. Oh God, my knees. Oh, my knees. Oh, I've been sitting on my knees for too long.
やればやるほどディスクシステム。
おばちゃん、これ見てこれ。
おお、ハイラルの紋章。リンクが16歳のターチ。左手の甲に紋章が現れる。これこそが真の勇者の証。アクションロールプレイングゲーム「ゼルダの伝説パート2リンクの冒険」。ここまで来たらやめられない。やればやるほどディスクシステム。
The legend of Zelda continues. Defeat your enemies, save the kingdom.
Where?
Some will help you, others will betray
I can
you.
restore life. I can give magic. I can.
I cannot help you. Zelda! Use your sword.
Find the crystals.
Rescue the princess.
Zelda! Zelda!
Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
The legend of Zelda is here. Defeat your enemies. Save the kingdom.
Where?
Some will help you, others will betray
I can
you.
restore life. I can give magic. I can.
Use your
Alright.
sword.
Find the crystals.
Coming back. Wait, what
Rescue
happened?
the princess.
Didn't I blow this
Two
up?
great Zelda games of fantasy
Weird.
only from Nintendo.
Is somebody remote controlling
Nintendo,
my
the world's
fucking
number
computer?
one game system.
Alright, hold on, guys. Let me,
俺も
take a
許せねえだ一気ゴンベとタゴの行く手を阻む忍者やお化け橋本大官
Thirsty.
得意の釜でやっつけろ
Thirsty.
ファミコンカセット
Hold on, let me make sure I got a right target.
Ultra's
Again, I could be wrong, but I feel like we're probably not going to be playing this game for very long. Okay, good. We do have it.
Stronger enemies and a ton of extra.
Look at it.
We punch
Oh
out the
shit.
action with
I haven't
knockout
seen this
new
commercial
attack
either.
moves.
Did I forget to blow it up? I probably just forgot to blow it up. It sounds like me. All right, let me catch up on chat. John, since this wasn't an official My Little Pony game, it wasn't impacted by price increases. But if you're curious about how it impacted merch, just look up My Little Pony Inflate. I will not. That was a good joke, though. You almost had me. You almost had me on that one. I was just about to put into chat. I was just about to put into Google My Little Pony inflation. You son of a bitch. You fuck. That was good, John. Cody, I'll never forgive you. Cody fell for it. God damn it. Power 14 to 30. That's right. I don't know what that means. Like, oh, that 6 is even more social now. We can't believe it either. Check them out here. That's right, guys. Look at my Instagram. Thank you for throwing that in there. I appreciate it. Power's just throwing numbers out there. I don't know what that corresponds to. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to update the, it no longer has archives at the end of it. I gotta do that. I gotta remember to do that after stream. Carrison6 loves Zelda. I mean, I recognize its importance in the cultural consciousness, but I myself, not a huge fan of Zelda. Not the biggest fan of Zelda, you know. Kara's, I'll fix it. You just cut off the archives part. You know, we don't need that. I just went back to 6 2/3. Cody, does he ever say, "Well, excuse me, princess"? He may. Freddy's back. 12 milks. You're not too far from it, Freddy. Not too far from it. All right, let me crank this down so when I bring the music back, I don't blare you guys out. I'm a stickler for audio. I don't like having bad audio. Karison, I did take the liberty of adding your Insta. Thank you. I appreciate it. I forgot all about it in all my and all my haste to get everything working and running, I forgot completely all about it. So, like, I appreciate you. That's why you're the super mod. That's why you're the stream manager. That's why we had a cringe just for those reasons. You're doing the things. You're doing the things. All right, boys. I'm gonna shut up if there's an intro. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I forgot one more thing. I'm gonna shut up if there's an intro. We're gonna let the intro play. You know, we got to give Crystal's ponytail her moment in the sun. You know, let me just pair this to the window real quick, like so. There we go. Let me just make sure my parameters are correct, and they are. Okay. All right, boys. Let's see if we got an intro. I love horses. Oh, she fell off the edge. What the fuck? Cool, we got the Sega farts. The Sega farts are online, boys. Oh, we got the Sonic ring there. Ooh. Kerosene sucked in too much volatile fingernail dust from their post-brunch Vietnamese day spa visit, puffing up, cracking, and then scrambling the brain egg with rapid inflammation. Kerosene, what did I tell you? You're supposed to go to legitimate Vietnamese spas, not illegitimate ones. Lord, Kerosene's dead now. We hardly knew ye. You scrambled the brain egg. Okay, it doesn't look like we get an intro. Oh, I don't want to spoil all this glorious. Oh, we can change the pony colors. Oh, difficulty. We need hard. Let's put it on hard. I ain't fucking around. I feel like I could handle Crystal's ponytail here. Let's change the pony colors. Okay. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. It sounds like they're reusing Sonic sound effects. Maybe? Is that Sonic sound effects? Okay. We got a lot of different colors for our horses. Guys, what color horse do you want? What color horse do you want? I'm gonna catch up on chat. Hey, what's going on, Alexa? Good to see you, brother. Like, by all means. Like, Cody, oh, if Ponytail has a character with a ponytail, I will lose my fucking mind. Kerosene, it does sound so sparkly. Pink it is. Pink it is. What about hair? Let's go full pink. Full pink. There it is. We are rebelling. Pink Pony Club, that's right. We're rebelling against that reviewer. Oh shit, no, I fucked up my pink. That's kind of like a mauve, right? Like a magenta. I just want straight pink. There we go. That's bubblegum pink. That's what I like. Oh, God. Goldie, modern gamers would never understand the peril a Sega developer had to face in the 90s to make this. Oh, yeah, for sure. Wait, Brahms' Fourth Symphony? What is this? Oh, it's a sound test. Okay. The Puppet Wagon. That's the music that plays. That's the music that Jack plays before stream to get himself hyped up. Flute surprise. That is a surprising flute. Oh, that's it. That's a pony theme. Witch curse. I want to hear this. Then he sometimes sings to it. Yeah, he does. Okay. All right, let's get into this. Let's play some Crystal's Ponytail. Okay. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Okay, right off the bat, the control, ooh, man. It's sucking a ponytail right now. Oh, God. Oh, man, we are doing 3 frames per second here, boys. Oh, this is Bloodborne before there was Bloodborne. horse! Freddy, this looks rad. Are you gonna play it, Freddy? You gonna play it on stream? Wait, do we, oh, we hooked up to the cart? What was the point of that? What was the point of that? Can we go in here? Look at this cow. I wanna go in here. Can I go in here? Was the cart blocking the way? Oh, we can't go in there. Get it, Crystal! Get after it! Up? Freddy, I played worse. You have, that's true. Men in Black, oh yeah. Oh yeah. What is this all about? It just says, oh, there's no jingle. There's no sound whatsoever. That sucks. That sucks. All right, fuck it, we're moving on. Give me this cart. I want this cart again. I guess we just moved the cart just so we can open the door. All right, we're moving on. Moving on. Crystal's got places to be. Okay. Okay. I still haven't figured out how to actually interact with anything. That part is fucking me up. Oh, there we go. We had to horse kick it out of there. Now there's a bat. Oh man, I feel like I'm playing a video game underwater right now. The response time is terrible. Okie dokie. Crystal's hiding. All right, hold on. Let me just get to the end of the stage here. Okay, we got a key. Very nice. I mean, the jump feels okay. It is one where as soon as you jump, you're going forward no matter what you do. You're going forward. There is no standing jump, no vertical leap. We're just going forward. I mean, right now we're speedrunning the game now, boys. Look at this. Oh, what is this? Try again. What? What? Did I die? Is that what happened? It doesn't look like I have a life bar anyways. Hold on. We got a door ticket. John, movie idea. Teen girl gets a horse. Within the first 30 minutes of the start, the horse dies. Second half of the movie is the horse is the girl learning the occult to bring the horse back to win the big race. Working title, Necroprancer. Tagline, you can't beat this dead horse. Okay, John. Okay. Okay. You could see yourself out. That was good. That was good. It was a long build up, but once we got there, it was a double punchline. That's what got you the door, John. That's what got you the door. You could see yourself out. Toodaloo, Jonathan. Freddy, what's funny? I'd watch that. I mean, I would too. Necroprancer is fucking hilarious. Like no cap. By itself, Necroprancer rocks. Prancing. I was hoping that Grim would be here so he could hear me say prancing multiple times over, so he could clip me. Oh, I want this, whatever this is. When you neigh, the cows respond. Or maybe they don't. Karison Lamau, you've been grim-pilled? I have. What the fuck do you do here? I don't understand. I'm pressing all the buttons, but Crystal is not responding to this treasure chest with 3 in it. It's really pissing me off. We're moving on. We're moving on. Kick this thing, knock it over. We're moving on. Oh, okay. Jump over the jack-o'-lantern. Okay, I can see why some people did get traumatized by the sound effects in this game. Like, they are a little jank. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Why did I not get past if it says try again, I'm fucking rage quitting right out of this game. It's like I don't know what I'm doing, what my objective and purpose is. And oh, we need 15. Okay, we need 15. Okay, that's why. Okay. All right, I just didn't have enough. You prance! Prancing.
Good job.
Good job. That should go into Freddy's GG sound bank right there. Good job. Okay, can we, what? Oh, something's happening. We're getting a cutscene. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? Okay. Do I have to hit him? 1. Oh, man. Oh, game froze. Okay, that's 2. 1. Oh, she's hitting it with her snout, with her snoot. Okay, I like that. Okay, 2. I didn't line up! Okay, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2. Okay, 2. Crystal, line it up. 2, 1, 1, 3, 2. Is that what it said? 1, 1, 3, 2. I already forgot. Oh, shit. Oh, God. All my years of smoking marijuana came down to this moment, boys. And then 2, right? Okay, get up there. Ooh. Okay, cool. Get it, Crystal. Oh, I don't know what that is. What is that? Okay. If you say so. Like, okay. Oh. Well, Crystal, she ain't doing that. She refuses to go down there. How the fuck am I supposed to go down there? Get down there, Crystal! Get on your belly. Okay, jump. Jesus. H. Karrison, you were good at the sequencing of the Stardew Crystal minigame. I was really fucking high though. Like, sometimes it helps you in those kind of things. I don't know what's happening. Is it a warp? Crystal refuses. She ain't going in there. I mean, I like that there are, if I have to say something nice about the game, I like the fact that there are multiple animations. Now, they may not be, you know, smooth or fluid, because it doesn't look like anything in this game is smooth or fluid, but at least they have multiple animations, you know? They could have just not done anything, and depending on, you know, what you're seeing here, you could still make that argument. What is this, apple? Apple? Oh, hell yeah, eat that apple. That's right. Okay, we got doors. Okay, that's not what I want. Okay, obviously it coincides with that one. That's the one I want. Get up there, Crystal. Also feels weird to name your... Fuck. It feels weird to name your horse main character Crystal. You know? It's just odd. Like, there's only one important Crystal in here, and that person is peripherally related to somebody in chat. Other than that, no important crystals. None. And don't try to sell me any either. Like, I don't believe in them. Okay, 3? What is 3? I still don't understand what 3 is. By the way, this is hard difficulty, boys. Okay, 3 just says up, but fuck it, we're just moving on. We're just gonna keep on galloping and gallivanting. Okay. I mean, I am intrigued. Like, I kind of want to see where this game is going. Karrison. Oh shit, I forgot. I gotta finish editing my Hungry order. It's gotta be finished by tonight, otherwise they're gonna skip me again, the sons of bitches. Karrison, can you say prancing a few more times? Prancing. Prancing? Prancing. Prancing! Oh look, they even have a little Sega cart. Oh, getting a little lascivious there. Okay, 15, we have more than 15. I wanna see the witch, I just wanna see the witch. Once we get to the witch, we boot the fuck out of this game.
Good job.
I like that Crystal has to, you know, make her voice be heard. Sing the song of your people, Crystal. Okay, come over here. All right, let's see if we can speedrun this. Do we need to go in these doors? And even the process, Karrison, thank you for that. Well, thank you. I don't know what you're doing. I know you got something up your sleeve. Does Crystal have a double jump? Why did it send me all the way over here? What happened? What the fuck happened? Am I at the beginning of the goddamn game? Am I at the beginning of the goddamn game? No, Crystal! No! No! I can't believe you did this to me, no! Fuck that! No! I don't know why it sent me to the beginning of the goddamn game, but it did. It did. And I refuse. I refuse. No. Wait, did my sound go out? No, I muted it. Okay, that's my fault. That's my fault. Okie dokie. There it is. Bada bing. Well, Freddy, more! I love horses. Well, boys, I mean, out of all the games that we have played today on OTL, Crystal's Ponytail was certainly one of them. We got a door ticket. John! Is there a part where the horse adds things together? If so, I'd be shocked that they allowed Crystal math in a kid's game. That was pretty close. That was pretty close, John. You almost, my hand was reaching for it, but I was like, I mustn't. No door for you, John. Carrison, this is one of them. It was. It definitely was. Out of all the games I played today, it certainly was one of them. Like, criteria number 1 for the unspecified amount of time which I played this game, was I entertained? Not really. I mean, I was kind of intrigued. Intrigued is not entertained though. Like, Crystal controls like shit. Somebody's my large pony ass is sitting all over the fucking sound driver. Like, music's terrible. Like, the horse neighing was pretty legit. They had a lot of it. They don't, it's strange that they drop, this is a children's game, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot in the way of explaining what to do and how to do it. Granted, a lot of it is, you know, you kind of figure it out as you go, but like, if this is catering to 6-year-olds and whatnot, like, I mean, some of it is, I mean, a lot of it is just contextual clues, you know, match the images with the doors and whatnot. But there was other stuff where I was just like, what the fuck is up with the treasure chests? You know? I was just like, they have a 3 in them and then an arrow pointing up, but Crystal ain't got no vertical leap. She is only pouncing. She's only pouncing and prancing. So nay. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I will door myself for that. I will door myself for that. I am a person that actually says, yep. I am a person that actually says nay instead of no, but I didn't put it together. Horses, ponies, nay. That was terrible. That was terrible. Well, boys, I can't answer the second criteria because I have definitely never played Crystal's Ponytail. That's for sure. You know, that's never happened before. Like, I can answer your prediction. One of you guessed mid. Wow. If it controlled a little bit better, I may have chosen mid, but no, I'm doing bad. It's a bad game. It's a bad game. It is. I'm sorry. 5,801 channel points go to Goldie and 2 others. Choke on them, boys. Choke on them. Thank you. You made the compilation for Grim. Thank you for that. Make sure to blast him with it. So, prancing. Well, boys, that was OTL. We did an OTL today, you know? Like, Carrison, we had to share some peppercorns for the non-pony believers. Did you guys feel like there was too much pink? I didn't really feel like it detracted from anything. I really didn't feel like pink was a detriment to this game. I feel like there were other things that were a detriment to this game, but not pink. Not an excess of pink. I didn't really even notice that there was like... Wow, thank you for the 46 bits! Carrison! Great stream, mister. Never too much pink. I agree. I love pink. You know, you guys can tell. Like, pink actually is my favorite color. So, Carrison, hashtag send more pink. You send more pink. You send more pink. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't feel like the fact that there was a lot of pink detracted from anything, you know? Well, boys, we're gonna send a raid over to a one Mr. Jack Little. I never get to raid Jack. Sucker! Nah, thank you for the 46 bits. Freddy Dingo. Ew, pink, ew. I myself love that pink. The color and the euphemism. I never get to raid Jack. So I'm happy today that I get to raid Jack. Boys, make sure to let Jack know where you came from. If you got him, send him the dogs. If you don't got him, send him the peppercorns. Oh wait, do we have a raid message? Oh, we have a raid message. Okay, never mind, we got a raid message. Carrison's on top of it, let her do it. There it is. Oh, never mind. Never mind, Carrison, damn it! It only half works. Well, we'll figure it out in post. We'll figure it out in post. Jack is no rib, no fluff. Jack is one of my favorite streamers, and I think if you guys hang out with Jack, you will have a good time. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm past the male nipple, but that's okay. So, boys, I will be back Friday. I'm gonna be back on Friday, probably noon, 12 p.m. I'm gonna be back on Friday, and then I'll be back again Sunday morning for the Bro Down, 8 a.m. EST. Vicer, bravo, thumbs up, brother. Thank you, Vicer. I appreciate you, brother, for sure, man. So give Jack the dogs. If you don't have access to the dogs, give Jack the peppercorns. Thank you very little, and you are welcome even less. Prancing.